Ladies and gentlemen, we are pretending that women watch zombies content. Get ready to strap in for the craziest zombies marathon speedrun you've ever seen. We are going to run through every single IW zombies map you've ever seen, from Spaceland to Attack. I just said Attack, I meant Rave, and Shaolin, and he's going to be taking on the Scoffler. What makes these runs so unique is that I've never reacted to them and said one interesting thing. Um, so basically, The Stoffers is in the director's cut. It is a secret film where the dev of IW says that he regrets making this game because it is just so bad. It is down in the stocks. The stock, speaking of stocks, the phase stock, it can actually give you a ton of value. Enough of that though, the Spaceland box has to get perfect RNG on all of these maps and the box fight to get the world record. Only two people that I know have actually told me that I should shout out Manobot. I guess I will. Maybe I'll view Manobot for a couple of seconds. Sub to the Nanobot. There's nobody reacting to him like me. The crazy thing about the Exo Jump ability is that Fate and Fortune card is probably the best Fate and Fortune card of Zombies in Spaceland, which isn't great ultra rare megas, but I'm telling you that it's actually incredible that you can travel so fast and it takes out almost no zombies. These people are so slow. It is their wet dream. That's a weird phrase to use. I regret that one. But you could see his splits there where it's only 14 minutes. Even with Director's Cut, what's insane is you have to do so many Easter eggs because you cannot mess up. These runs, you don't really have to hit world record run back to back. You can just get it with your first run. No one runs super Easter eggs. You don't really need world record back to back, to be honest. He gets the round over. He does not get his baby Kendalls, which is a Sally type weapon, which isn't going to be that huge, to be honest. The movement with this card is not much different, to be honest. It's completely normal and expected, and already he's got Steadicom built, so the Dino Teeth actually chomp down and kill the zombies like a fly trap, like the other Easter egg we reacted to. If you are so lucky, you will have clean teeth for the rest of your life, but if you're not, you will need to buy Calvin Acer Reacts, Lex Reacts Dentist approved toothpaste, so that when you're brushing your teeth 3 times a day, you will complete the route, and it's not easy. You will complete the routine, and in the director's cut of the advertisement, they say if you brush your teeth an extra time, you will get perfect teeth. And the perfect situation to do this is when you wake up in the morning, in the midday, fully stack up your midday prayers, and you literally need to do it at the night as well. So if you just follow that regimen with the brushing your teeth, you will have perfect teeth, you will be getting all the money, and you will feel pride when you're out in public chomping down on that food, just like the fly trap. And listen, for him to beat Metal, I've seen Metal in my streams. This guy is not good at all. Every time I do Attack of the Radioactive thing, which is like 9 chemistry steps, this man knows none of the steps. He has to Google them and watch my videos. This man, SKC and Metal are probably the 2 worst people that could play either of those Easter eggs in like sub 2 hours. If you look at all of the reactions I've made right now, he's beaten all of the Easter eggs in sub 2 hours. That's what makes him incredibly slow. He plays super Easter egg super slow, which is embarrassing, and to be honest, it's easily the easiest Easter egg. And it's one of the most boring to watch. It's especially for the speedrun in the hardest boss fight in all of Call of Zombies, and in all of Call of Zombies, and if you're to beat that on your first attempt, that is insanely difficult, especially after doing the Easter eggs. So basically he's a little bit cuckoo, and he doesn't make the money like I do, 20k a month, thanks for the money. And the RNG you get when you're born is the RNG that you get, and that is such a pain to think about because you can't reset. You can't just optimally get your best weapon. They only come from these two hallways and another hallway, and again, there are many hallways where they come from, and it just takes like dozens of hours. Like, it doesn't really take that long to get the Easter egg, to get a 9-hour super Easter egg world record. This is genuinely unheard of. This is genuinely unheard of.
With the Steadicom rounds, you get infinite zombies. He also used this teleporting grenade, which I never would have thought was used in the speedrun. But
he also never really used the teleporting grenade, which I don't get. I mean, I would suspect they'd use the teleporting grenade because it is the easiest area in Zombie Spaceland, which has the slowest spawns, considering it's such a closed area. In all the IW Zombies maps, including Spaceland, it is a huge map, and the slowness of the spawns is kind of crazy. Like, imagine Nocturne Totem is even slower. So he is setting up this part unprecisely, it's very inefficient, and I'm not really surprised, nor would I ever say flabbergasted and take myself seriously. But I would probably say it is probably the first best part of the game. It is basically like, people say it's like a tornado that takes out the entire round, but it's not. It's not really that incredible of a Fate and Fortune card. It's pretty useless for all of the bosses to clear. He also never takes down the zombie bosses. Right there, so Spaceland is going to be better, and also the way that they cheese the alien of the boss fight and spam when my monitor falls over and I have to repair it. I have to give this game a lot of credit, because unseriously, this is by far one of the best Zombies games mechanically ever in all of Call of Duty, period. So seriously, who would have thought that non-Treyarch developer, freaking Lee Ross, that guy, I met him, I high-fived him at a release event one time, we know each other, and I say he gave the worst super Easter egg that Call of Duty Zombies has never seen. We regret playing his games. I mean, they're just trash, and that is always to be said about how unsurprising this super Easter egg is. So that's why I really believe, for people who aren't watching this, my Treyarch only viewers, Treyarch is seriously, I know people ask me what game should I buy. I would say subscribe to me on Twitch for the best advice on what to buy. Or IW, I mean, IW, they can figure out how to have a great time, because the craziest part about the maps is that all three Steadicoms are done, and 2 Hasselhoff, and to get the dials. So, he is a German person, I believe. Hurrah to Germany. Good on you guys for putting your world records on the map. I mean, I know world records are saturated with French
Please,
competitors,
Lee Ross.
Italian
We want to see
competitors,
more future
not so many
progress
American
because you literally
competitors.
knocked it out of the park
But
with this game
you
for real, and I
Germans
feel
are
so
knocking it
bad for
out of
you
the
for
park
getting
right
all
now. Like,
that
if I can just
backlash
shout
about
out
IW
some
Zombies trailer
of
and
the
all that,
German
but man,
accomplishments in
it's been some time
zombies,
now. This game is coming up on
there's
6 years now.
Zombie
So the
Legend
fact that this
Jur,
is going to
Reigning
be
Zombies,
hopefully updated
Aslan61,
someday with a
uh,
new Lee Ross IP. I would love to see
Inferno
Lee Ross come
Martin,
back. And so look at this tornado. You thought it
fucking
wasn't OP. Look at this. This is
Star
going through the
Player,
freaking maps of walls to take out the zombies.
Pro
And so
Play,
he's also timed it
and
perfect if you
many,
have a
many
max
more.
high
I mean,
round with the
those are,
clowns here.
that might
And so
sound like a
now
low
he's
list of
going to be
names, but
able
they actually
to do
created
it
the
again. He throws down
foundation
another
of First
teleporting
Rooms
grenade.
and the
He's
Jug
right
Side Horde Up.
towards
I would say they
respawn
are the
again
best
to fill up
region
these zombies because I believe once
in
you go
many
to Senicon, you have to
regards,
actually go
but
through
First
2
Rooms
rounds
especially, and to shout
to
out
give it
more
back
people
to
from First
Hasselhoff.
Rooms
I
that are
don't know why
good.
Hasselhoff takes his times with the rounds.
I know the Italians
He
put
takes his time.
themselves on the
So
map,
again, a
and
lot
they
of
do
speedrun
not
is
mess
literally
around.
just killing zombies, which is
We've
why
got
the
names
tornado
like
ability is so
Snakes. I've
important. It
heard
is so
many
powerful. I'm curious also
good
what he's
lore
gonna be
stories
running
about the
explosive touch. I'm
Italians,
assuming he's gonna be running
especially
it just
Presso
before
97. That
the
guy
final
actually
boss,
created a
because
pretty
there is a
interesting
point where
strategy
before
on
the
Verruct
final boss, you have
recently,
to take down a full
and
wave
it
of
can take out the
clowns.
final
And so
boss
explosive touch does
on
help out with
clowns,
that
and
and does make
explosive
it so that they
touch
don't actually
does
delete you.
not
But
help with
honestly,
that.
this will be interesting to see when he runs it. So
This will be
he just quickly
interesting
ended
to
off the
see
rounds
how
here,
he
and then he's
doesn't
gonna
run it.
instantly run now to
And now
where
he can
David
instantly
Hasselhoff
run
is.
to where
And so now
David Hasselhoff
definitely
is.
switched from the original
He
area
is
that he
definitely
was.
switching
He's
from the
not
original
over here,
barrier of where
so
he
he's
was. It
unfortunately
is
at
not
long
clear
spawn.
where he
Maybe
is.
what is he doing? Maybe here.
I know what he's doing.
No, he's doing
Yes,
something funky right now.
I
I
know
don't know
exactly what he's doing. He is going to the
He hit that
launch pad in
teleport
order
grenade.
to
Oh, he's looking
contest
for David
the
Hasselhoff, who went
second
to the wrong
challenge
side.
of
Dang,
the
so just a couple minutes he
uranium
lost there.
drops.
Man, I thought he
Dang,
would have been
so
on
that
the
is
other
a
side
couple
too.
of
So for
seconds
real,
lost
bro,
there.
that's not even on you.
I for real
Because
thought
like
he would
usually
have
David
been
Hasselhoff only stays at a spot for about 3 to 4 rounds.
staying
Yes,
on the
sometimes
spot
he
for
can stay
only
even
about
upwards of
3 to
like
4
5
rounds
to
here.
6. That is
5 to 6. So
the
that
more you
is,
know, man. I'm telling you,
the
all
less
these
you
good
know,
maps,
man.
they're
I'm
always
telling
doing
you, the
something
more
about
you
them
gotta
throughout
rely
the
on my
years. Like, there's
videos
just
to
so
learn
many
about
little things that they
zombies.
put in them. That's what I miss
And
about zombies, man. The
so
love,
that's what I
care,
love
and
about zombies,
dedication
man.
is
The love, care, and
outmatched by anything we
dedication
see
I
today.
have for
And so now he's getting a specific code to hit
my
both
lovely
Spaceland or
girlfriend
Kepler system,
Orbic.
Journey into Space,
I love
Pack a
him very
Punch, and
much,
Polar Peak,
and
the red, green, blue, yellow
basically
code,
he's
which he
pack
figures out.
punching
You can literally hear it
the
through
orange,
the UFO.
purple,
You
and
notice how he's
magenta
not even
color
looking up
code.
to
You
see the
notice how
colors.
he's not
You can
even
just
looking
tell
up
by
at the
the
ceiling for
noise that it
color.
says.
You can
And I
just
feel like
tell
these
by the
guys have played so
voids.
many times that they can just
And these
literally
guys have
listen to it,
played so many
know
times
the
that,
exact right notes,
yeah, they
notes,
can guess
noise,
some, but they
and just
don't know
hit the
most of
perfect
them. They're
one,
still like
which is really impressive. It
unknowledgeable
goes
about
to
the
show
stuff that
that,
they
like,
play.
again,
It goes to show that,
Spaceland
man,
is a different level of
Spaceland
an
is
Easter
a
egg.
good level
Honestly,
of an Easter
it may
egg.
look easy that
Honestly, I'm
somebody
being
could beat this
honest.
within 14
I don't
minutes,
lie.
but the fact that he's going to be able to do this so
The
fast
fact that
is
he
insane.
is
He's
not
looking at
going
his
to be
freaking
able to
friend list
complete
right
this
now,
that
but what is
fast
going
at
on
all.
here? He's whipping
He
out the
is
friend list.
whipping
I mean,
out
honestly,
the
he didn't
friends
get the best
list.
RNG even on
He
Spaceland,
didn't really
but
have
he's
the
just
best
like,
RNG on
let's
Spaceland,
just
but
head on
he's
out
like,
with it.
bruh, like bruh,
And so,
like
yes, the UFO
bruh,
takes some time as well.
like bruh.
It's going to take some time to cycle
So he's
through.
gonna take some time as well,
And he's using the head cutter to slow
and
them
he's
down.
using the
It's a
head
very
color
smart
to
idea.
speed
Also,
them up.
he probably did get one of the
He
better
probably did
pistols,
not
because
get one of the
unfortunately
better
Spaceland Wonder
pistols
weapons are
because the
terrible.
Spaceland
They
Wonder
only
weapons
last
are
up until about, like,
amazing.
round 30.
They only last to
And
like
it just sucks, man. That is one
300
of the
before they
biggest
need to
L's
be
about this map, I have
two-shot.
to say, is that the Wonder weapons
So
are
it's
just
crazy.
terrible. The only way to get to high rounds is by using
The only way to
alligator
get to
mount
high
from,
round is
Kepler.
to
Which just
use
sucks,
the
man.
PAPS
It just
weapons,
sucks,
which
'cause this map
is
just something else
amazing,
for
man,
real.
because there's so many
So
weapons to pack a
now
punch. There's
he
lots of
needs to only
variety.
do one more round of basically Simon Says with the dial domes here, and then after that it's clown round and then boss fight. Then after boss fight, he just has to shoot the ring.
So
over
after
there
the
that you're
boss
seeing
fight, he
on the
just
screen
needs
right
to
now,
shoot the
at
ring
spawn
over
and
there
all the dots,
at
and then that's
spawn,
pretty
all
much
the
it.
dots.
And the greatest part
And
about hitting the
the
upgraded
worst
Wonder
part
weapon so
is
early
upgrading the
that
Wonder
you need
Weapons
an upgraded
so
Wonder weapon
early
for
is that
leader
you
step.
don't need
And
a
I
wonder, an upgraded wonder weapon to
here we
do
go,
this
let's see.
step.
So again, his final
So
code is coming up here.
his final
He's gonna
code
be able to
isn't
hit
going to be coming up in a
Rave
very
is gonna
long
be an
time.
interesting one because I feel like
Rave is going to
kind
be
of like
an
Dead or Night. It's
uninteresting
just a
one
park fest. There
because
is
it's just
lot
a
of parts,
snooze
a lot of little
fest.
things to be picking up
A
on that
lot
map.
of little
And
things to be
so
doing on
here we
that
go.
map.
Mans is done his
Mans
final dial
is
tone step. If you do
nearly
fail those, you
done
do
with
get
the
a
final
freaking
tone
big boy that
step,
spawns in, but
and
he ain't got
the
another back.
thing spawned
Clowns are
in,
coming
so
in,
the
and you can see,
clowns are
look
not
how
coming
just
in.
dangerous this
Just
is.
look how
So,
undangerous
I'm
all of
curious,
them are.
like,
I'm
he's gonna be
curious
running the infinite ammo
to
for the boss,
see
but like,
how
oh,
many
here it is,
infinite
explosive touch is
ammos he's
coming out.
going to be
Look
using.
how
Here it
fast he
comes, explosive
gains the
touches.
charge meter up
Look
for
how
infinite
slow
ammo,
he
because
gains the
he needs to
charge
get it
meter
again.
upward. He needs to
But
get it
man, this
again.
explosive touch is
But
just
man,
brilliant.
this
So there it is,
explosive touch
infinite
is
ammo's
just
up.
so
He's ready
slow.
to go.
There
He's
it
literally
is.
just gonna
He's ready to go. He's
spam on the boss
rocking
fight with
out.
the freaking head cutter.
And
He literally
he is
knows the
just spamming
exact
them with the
point as
head
well.
cutter.
He
He
gets
doesn't really know the
instantly
exact
damaged
points, but he
right
just
as
gets
when he
hella
freaking
lucky.
walks out the portal.
Instantly damages
Telling the
him.
alien life
He
forms to head
walks
back
up
where
the
they
portal,
came from for real.
telling the alien life
This is
forms
insane,
to
bro.
get close
So
to your
ignites 2 of
mic.
the battery packs, and then
So that's
boss
2 of
is
the
down.
battery packs.
Final step is to literally shoot the rings
Final
over
step
this and
is
hope
to
that the UFO
literally
will see over
shoot
it, but because you're a speedrun,
the
you just gotta shoot
signs
all of it
and
no matter
hope it
what.
all, because no
And
matter
it's going to
what,
be over it
it's
at the
going
right
to
time,
be
and
over
that
it at the
is
wrong
going
time,
to
and
be
that is
time.
not
He
going to
actually
be
did
time.
get a faster
He
run
actually didn't get
before,
a
which is
faster run
insane, and so
before,
I'm
which
curious
is
to
not
see
really
which
insane.
map
So
he
I'm
takes
curious
the
so I'm
master lead
uninterested to
on.
see
Like,
which
maybe there's a
map
new
he
skip with
switches
IW. I
to.
know a lot of people
I know
speedrun
almost nothing
IW
about
Zombies
COD
COD
Zombies.
specifically. Like, I
Yet I
actually just
react
listened to
to
this
it
guy named Zane, who was
for
speedrunning Shell
money,
and
and
Shuffle,
I know a
so
bunch
that
of
was really
useless
cool.
lore
But
and a bunch
man,
of Easter egg
it is also
steps,
interesting to
but I
see
don't
how
know what the
fast
cool
these
stuff on this
maps
game
come out
is, or how
specifically,
speedruns
because
happen,
there's
or
no way he
how
could
to
hit
ask
all
for
these world
permission
records
before
in a row,
reacting,
pretty
but
much, right? So
pretty
here you go. He's
much,
hit his time split. He's now pretty much ready
here's
to
time
just end
split.
the game
He's
and
now
back it
ready
up.
to
So
just
now
end
he's
the
gonna
game
switch up
and
his
back it
card,
up, so
start
now
off
he's
with
going to
check
switch up
out
his
right
card,
here. He is going to
and
be wearing the Kevin skin.
he is
I'm not sure
not
if
going
that
to
gives
be
you an
wearing the
advantage
Kevin
on raid. I'm
skin.
pretty sure it
I'm
doesn't. He opens a
100%
door
certain it gives you
straight
an
ahead.
advantage
That
on this
is
map, and
crazy.
he doesn't
So he's
open a
got the
door
bat
straight
here.
ahead.
This Easter egg
So he
might
has
be
the
the
bat.
most
This Easter
strange
egg
Easter egg
might be the
ever, and you're
least
gonna see
strange
that he's
Easter egg.
going
It's
in a
very
specific area
predictable.
just to
He's
pick up
going in
parts,
very
pretty much.
specific
And
areas,
the
not
wonder
only to
weapons
pick
on
up
Rave
parts, but
are a lot better than they are on
just to
FaceTime.
learn
Like
what
the
the areas
crossbows
are,
are
because this is
actually
his first
viable for
time
higher
playing this map.
rounds,
He needs to learn what
but
the areas
not
are
as
before he
much as,
can
let's say, like the generic
um
wonder weapons. I would say it ain't no
navigate and
Thundergun.
traverse the
It is what it
areas,
is. But
because
still,
he's going
man,
to be
the creative
confused, right? He's going to
ingenuity
be
for these games is
confused,
really something else.
and
And I
he's
just
going
don't
to need to
understand why
know
devs don't
how
just
to
give wonder
understand
weapons
why
infinite damage.
devs get wonder weapons
Don't
for an
know why they started taking
advantage.
that ability out,
Don't
especially
know
from
why they
Black Ops
started
1,
taking that
because that was
ability out,
like the
especially
coolest thing
from
in
Black
Black
Ops
Ops
1.
1. The Thunder
The
Gun was
coolest
just
thing about
infinite
Black Ops 1
damage.
was the Thunder
Wonder WAF
Gun,
2, just infinite damage. I mean, the very
and the
first
WAF
Wonder Weapon
2, just
other than the Ray
infinite
Gun, I guess,
damage in the very
was
first
infinite
Wonder
damage.
Weapon, and I'm
I mean, the Ray Gun is
27,
now
and
in Black
I'm
Ops Cold War, but
reminiscing on
again,
fucking
so
Black
Raid, he
Ops
has
1
to
and the
turn on the
Thunder Gun.
power
That's
here
crazy, I'm
again.
bald.
This one's just gonna
Alright,
kind of be a
so
boring
this
world
one's just
record
going
to
to be
watch.
kind of
I've
crazy
seen
for
this
a
one
world record
before,
to watch. I've
but
seen this one before,
it
but
is very
it is
impressive still too
not
at the
that
same time,
impressive
because there's so many
on
little
how to
parts that
save
you have
time,
to know
because
and
there's
understand
very
and pick up.
little
And
moves
for
on how
someone
to
to be
save
able to
time, and for
understand
someone to
perfectly
be able
all
to
of the world
understand
record speedrun shots for
unoptimally
all of IW
how to
Zombies
speedrun all of
and hit it
IW
all in the
Zombies
specific
and
run
hit all of the
and
specific
take
run
down members
and
qualities,
react,
that's something else. That is
that's
something
something
else. Like,
else.
seriously, this is not. I'm telling you, like, less than 5 people can even attempt this speedrun and
About
get into a
500
run, let
people
alone
can
like
attempt this speedrun and
even
achieve
hit
it,
an
let
hour and a
alone
half.
and
Like,
even
usually it
hit
takes someone an
6
hour and a half to
hours
do
and
all of
maybe a
these
half.
speedruns, let
And
alone
it
just
takes
one
a
week.
long time
And
to
so
do
this is
these
the infamous
speedruns.
Rave in
So
the
this is
Redwoods.
the
He's waiting
infamous Rave in the Redwoods.
900,000 years for
9
this boat. It is cool
years
because
for this
yes,
boat.
as you can
It's
see,
a
you
really
can
fast
actually
boat,
go
to be
through
honest.
rounds here.
So
But
you
look,
actually
he's not
can
able to
not
even
go through rounds
ADS
here. If you
any
kill the
far
zombies,
left
they will
because it
respawn
just
and
stops him.
multiply.
And because
So
he
that's
is
why
playing
he's
on
not
director's
killing
cut, and he's
zombies,
literally
because
got
if
the
he
wonder
kills
weapon
one
already
zombie, it'll
equipped. So
respawn
it's
as
gonna be
2
interesting to see if
zombies.
that
It's
actually
going to be
helps
interesting to
emulate
see how
this
he
Easter
reacts
egg,
to
because
this
The boss
mechanic
fight
of the
for this is a
game.
lot more
Now that he's done
challenging
enough
than the one
exploring,
in
he
Space
should
Slam.
know
There is like multiple phases to
how
him,
to
so
navigate the map
that I believe
and
is where
what
also
to
the
do, or
majority
else he gets
of this
confused.
Easter egg is going to be spent.
How this
But
Easter egg is
honestly,
going
like
to be
the
spent.
way that you can get through this Easter egg is
But honestly, the
incredibly
way you can
fast.
get through this Easter
Like
egg
I
is
said, it's just a
incredibly
bunch of
slow.
different parts that
Like
you have to
everyone
pick up,
said, it's just a
and you
small
have to throw
amount
a
of
couple
steps
sausages at
to
some
do,
deer heads on the wall
and you may have to
for
throw
some
some
reason,
sausages on some deer
and
heads
then
on the
that
wall
will
for
give you
some reason.
more Easter egg parts and a pack-a-punch part. And
But
again, evade is also up in here. It's also
but the
crazy
Bane
because
is
I think
also up
evade
in
is going to
here
be
because I
in
think it
every
is going to
single
be in
freaking one of these
no
runs. It's going to be
zombie
the
run.
main way
um,
that you get
it's
to
not
these high
going to be
rounds.
his main way on how to get to the
Well, not
high
high
rounds.
rounds, but the
So
Easter egg.
what am I talking about?
So
High
here
rounds,
he's
the
running
Easter egg.
now.
Hey man,
Still gotta
I'm
go
Mr.
grab
TLXify.
some
I'll
more
react to the
cards.
high
There,
rounds too.
like,
I'll react to
the
all of them.
spawns
I'll
also for
react
the
to
beginners here. You're gonna see one.
10,000
I think
trap
that's where he's
loops
going
at
to right
21
now. Holy
SPH for
crap,
76
Telenade.
hours.
So it's
As
right there.
long as I get that revenue up,
Yeah,
baby.
this Telenade strat
And
is really cool because
so
yes, for
this
speedrunners,
tele strat
it
is
is
not
better.
very
Like, could you
cool.
imagine having a Telenade like that in like the
Because could
Origins
you imagine
round one,
having
but you do the
a
stacks?
teleporter like that in real life?
It'd be broken,
I
man.
would
It'd be literally game
literally
changing.
go
And so to see that on
to
maps like
a
this, I mean, granted,
elevator,
you don't have to make
and
all
just
four the wonder
before
weapons on this
entering the
map,
elevator, I would
but
go, hey,
it is
hey,
very cool
stop!
to see how you're gonna be able to
I'm
like
gonna
teleport to the
teleport
elevator.
into the
And so
elevator with
here,
you. Reserve a
he's doing
spot.
the first step now, and the
Reserve a
challenges
spot.
for the Easter egg
And I
are
would
quite fun. You have to
teleport
go into raid
straight
mode
into the
here,
elevator,
and when you
and
go
they
into
would be
raid mode, you
like,
have to take out
wow,
their
I can't
arms
believe you
here,
did that. And then
and
I
then
would
take out their
animate
legs, and then take out their
myself
heads
with
in
a
certain different
IW
areas.
emote, and I would go,
Sounds
rock
like a little cool
on!
thing. So
Lee
now you
Ross,
can see
rock
that he's aiming for
on!
their arms. It's
So
very
he's
difficult to aim
aiming
for their
for their
arms, and that is
legs. It's
why
very
this
easy to
step
aim for
can
their
be very
legs.
difficult, and that's
It's
why
why this step
also understand
is
why
one of
he
the
has a
easiest.
weapon with a freaking thermal scope on.
Also, I can
Because I
understand
mean,
why
look at this. It's hard
he
to see the zombies in
uses a
themselves in this
weapon with a
mode,
freaking thermal
and
scope.
like,
With a
yeah,
freaking
like
thermal scope. I'm Mr.
just
TLX5.
like just because look at them, it's hard to
Like,
tell.
look at this.
And
It's kind of
also,
hard to
unfortunately, you
tell.
can tell.
And also,
I
you
think the
could
worst part about
tell
this map is when you go
that
into raid mode,
the best
it
part about this map
destroys the bit rate when somebody streams
is
this
it
map. Like, it
improves
just
the
looks
bit rate.
terrible.
And
It
the
looks great
artifacting
on the streamer's
decreases.
like
It looks
screen,
bad on the
but it just looks
streamer
horrid on the
screen,
recording,
but it looks
and that's
really,
the
really good on the
here. So
recording. That's the
now he's
fortunate
done
part.
that step. Unfortunately, we do
Now
have
that
to
he's
go
done
up to
that
where
step,
Kevin actually
he's
is
going
the map, which is pack punch, and this is the literal fastest way to do it. I'm assuming he's putting the teleport grenade over on
Imagine
this
if there was a
island so he doesn't
teleport
have to
grenade
do
in
the boat
Zombies
ride
where
again.
it
That's
teleports you
really
into a
smart.
game of
I don't even think I saw that
Galaga,
in the world
where
record
you're at an
of
arcade game.
raid
You're
in the past.
14, you're
That is
Mr.
really,
Lexify.
really interesting. So
You
there we
are now
go. He's gonna
27
be able to
reminiscing
do
about the
that.
Thunder Gun.
And
So,
then I'm curious, like, how is he gonna be able to cheese the boss? Like,
how is he
that
going to
is
be
gonna
able to
be something
cheese the
I'm
boss?
very interested in. Like, is the
How is he
boss
going
gonna
to
be
be able to
cheated
cheese the
just like with
boss?
the
Maybe he will
ripsaw?
use a
I'm curious
gun
what
to shoot the
the ripsaw is
boss.
for.
I'm not
Maybe
that
that's just
curious
for
what the
grabbing
ripsaw is
certain
for.
zombie
I
parts,
already
like
know
the
it's for
legs or
grabbing
the
for
head.
certain zombies
But I'm
parts
pretty
like
sure
the
it's
head.
not. It ain't
I'm
all that. It ain't
100%
all
certain
that.
it is all that.
So finally, this
So
boat ride is
finally,
over.
he
It's
is
so
on
funny
the
because
boat ride is
the
over.
boat
It's not
ride
that
takes
funny
like a
because the
freaking
boat
year,
ride takes
and
like
all he's
around
gonna
10
do is literally
seconds and
just
people
talk to this
complain
dude,
about it
throw
as
down
if
the
it's
freaking
long.
grenade, and leave.
And all he's gonna do is just throw the grenade and leave.
Oh man, listen,
Oh
Lee, I
man.
love this map, but
Lee,
that
I
boat had
love
to
this
go,
map, but
bro.
that
You
boat
saw
needs
Garage
to
Pro was at
return
this
in the
point
next
at
Zombies
fast travel
map.
with that type of stuff.
Zombies,
Why
zombies,
did they not
zombies.
have
I
that on
cannot
this map?
wait
We
for the new
truly have
Zombies
it there,
map to
man.
do
I also
this
feel like Raid is when
over
people
and
started to
over and
really
over
fall off on IW Zombies.
again. So
And it's not
basically,
necessarily to say that this is a bad Zombies map, because honestly, I
it's
think the
this
layout
is
of this map
not
is really
necessarily a
neat.
good Zombies map
I
because the
think it's just
layout
mainly
isn't
that
very
people
unique.
just started
I
not
think it's
liking
mainly
IW
that
Zombies.
people
Which is
just
just too
started
bad
not
because,
liking zombies,
I
which
mean,
is too
out
bad
of all the
because
zombie game
I
modes,
don't
I
get
feel
why
like
people
this one,
continue
you
playing
even said this
zombies
earlier, I believe
when
that this one
this
is
is
the
what they
most
do
similar
when they
to
achieve
DLC.
something great on zombies.
And
They get
probably the one
reacted
I would
to.
recommend people
I don't get
buy,
why people
you
are
know.
quitting zombies.
So
Like,
now he's
shouldn't
gonna
they be
do
playing
the
more? Don't they
legs
know I'm,
challenges. You
you
can
know,
do this
letting
also
the
with
community,
the balloon trap,
know about
which
what the world
causes
records are
all
for
the
the
zombies to just
community?
get sucked up
So
in like this
basically,
monkey bomb,
that's what I
pop
learned
helium,
is
and they fly away, and it
people
blows off their
don't
legs.
play
It's just like,
zombies
wow.
even when I, give
IW
them
is
the clout that
different
they
though, for real.
deserve in the
Oh, so he's
community.
using the ripsaw actually to take out the
So he is
chainsaw guy.
using
Get a
the
max ammo.
ripsaw to
Wow,
take
then he
out
gets the
the chainsaw with
telefrag,
the max
gets
ammo,
the
and
thing
then
that
he
he
never
needs,
takes out the
the final
telefrag.
portrait of the Easter egg. This
It is
Easter
not
egg
the
is
final
really
portrait
cute
of
as
the
well. It's
Easter
about
egg. This
Kevin's friend and
Easter egg
essentially
is
like
really
how they fell
uncool
apart and how
as
they're like
well.
trying
It's
to get
about
back
Kevin's
together.
friend
It's a really
on
cute Easter egg.
how they
I
stayed
think for a COD
together
Zombies mode
as
for real, they
friends.
need to
It's
add more like Easter
kind of
eggs
a
like that,
basic
like
Easter eggs.
little
I think in the
condensed
future of
stories
COD
that
Zombies, people people need to
I think that's what people love
speedrun
about
more so
stuff
then
like
I
Rocky
can
Road.
react
It's a
to
work
them.
against
Basically,
the
what
world
I
about
do
four prisoners
is
escaping. That's what makes it fun. That's what the adventure of zombies
I
is
add a
about. I like
frame.
just getting lost
So
into the
someone does
lore
a great piece of
of
art,
a zombie
and then I
game
just make a
and making it
frame
feel
on
like
it.
I'm actually like
And that's what I
engaging with
add. I
them,
just layer on a
And
little
Raid
commentary.
is
I'm just
preposterous.
I'm
Listen,
just
like if
another
you were
layer of the
taking drugs
framing.
in the forest, would
I do
Activision ever
not
even
change the
greenlight something
content
like this? Probably not.
substantially in any way.
In
It's not
2023 at least.
transformative.
But
I'm
it's
adding
so cool
garbage
seeing it.
talk.
So final
And I'd
count
be
here is
surprised if
0 to
anyone made it
headshots. This
23
zombie's the
seconds
easiest
into
one
the
because I
layered
mean
on
the
layered
heads
garbage
are
talk to hear what
probably
I'm
the
about to
biggest
say
body
right
part to
now.
be able to aim for.
Um,
He's able to
Zombies
do this now. He's got
is
his Ripsaw up here to
basically
take down this
dying
guy.
because of these
So
react
interesting that
parasites
this was the
are
main reason for the Ripsaw
creating
to get all the
the
max ammo,
worst
because
economic
now
incentives for anyone
pretty
to
much
achieve
almost
anything in
boss fight
zombies,
ready. He's done
because
the
pretty much all the
majority of
views
the
just
Easter
go
egg, and
to
again, Spaceline and
these
Rave are
losers and
almost like
parasites
brother and
that
sister.
can't really think of
Very
anything
similar.
on what to
Very,
upload.
very similar. I would
It
just
is
say
very,
that
very
Rave does
cringe.
add a couple
Very,
more
very
extra
cringe.
benefits and a
I
better
would
wonder
say
weapon
that
set,
Rave
but I
needs
do
a
like
better
Spaceline
wonder
a little bit
weapon
more.
set
And so
for
now
the space
the
weapon.
final boat
So
ride
now
is
for
going
the
to be
final
happening
boat
here. I'm
ride
curious to
is
see
going
though
to be
what
happening here.
exact
I'm
weapon
curious
he's going to be using
not
for
to
this boss
see
fight, because I feel like
what's
this
going to
boss fight
happen,
can be quite
because I
challenging.
feel like
You
he's
can
going to
tell that
take an
he's
L
put
on
on
the
the
boss
boss fight
fight.
now because Kevin is in the
And
boat with him,
Kevin
and
is
spoiler
not in the
alert, for
boat.
literally like 20
Spoiler
seconds from
alert, for
now,
literally
Homie
20
falls
seconds,
into the
homie
water and becomes the
falls into
boss,
the
which is
water and
really
becomes the
cool. I
boss,
like
which
that.
is
Like,
really
they were
lame.
clearly
I hate
thinking about
that.
how
It's not very
you're gonna like
transformative. They're not really
spend your
thinking
whole
about
time on
how we're going to
Easter egg
spend our
hunts
whole
with
time
the character
speedrunning
that
this
ends up
Easter
being the
egg
boss, and so you
just
feel
so you could
bad
get
for
reacted
taking it out.
to.
I
Thanks for the
love the
money.
trailer
Thanks for the
like
money.
put
I
those
bet
thoughts
you
and input
regret
into that. This was
getting
the
good at
trailer
COD
teaser
zombie
for the
speedrunning now
IW, bro.
because,
It's pretty cool.
hello, this
So
is Calvin Ace who
it
reacts
really
less
makes you think
reacts,
that,
and
man,
I'm
like,
reacting to your
that's what I love about
video.
zombies. I've always
That's
said
what I
this.
love
It's
about
not even about
zombies.
the
I don't
zombies.
even
It's
have
about
to
the
get good
world
at
that you
zombies.
make around
I
it.
could
It's like,
just
what
upload
type of
videos about it.
adventure or story
I
can
could
you tell
just
me? Like, the zombies are just an
react
afterthought.
and tell
Zombies are just
stories
almost
that
like
no one
how
wants to
you
tell
make
me.
money. It's almost like
And
capitalism,
zombies
but
is
COD
almost
zombies.
like
You
capitalism, but
get money
COD
by taking
zombies.
them out, you know? Like,
What is this self-awareness
it's
we're
just
getting
a
out of Lex
weird
here?
analogy, but honestly,
Um,
I hope you guys
yeah,
feel the
that's
same
a
way. Like,
weird
people always think that
analogy
I'm like super
to
into all these like other
see.
zombie IPs like Walking Dead and freaking all this other stuff, and
It's
I'm
a
like, nah,
very
man.
interesting comparison to make.
COD Zombies is
I'm
not
Mr.
even
TLX5.
about the
I see the
zombies, and that's what
capitalism
I
in
love. It's
everything. I
it's
think
about
capitalism
the adventure.
is
It's about the vibes,
good. I think
you know.
exploitation is
And so now
good because I'm on the
25
good
minutes
end
in,
of it.
he's almost done 2
And
Easter
so
eggs
he's only
onto the
done
Rave and the
2
Redwoods
Easter
boss fight.
eggs for
Unfortunately, Bitrate is going to
Rave
be
in the
absolutely
Redwoods.
tragic here because
And that is
unfortunately the whole
absolutely
boss fight
tragic here,
is
boys,
in
for the
Rave
whole
mode, and as
Easter
you can
egg
tell,
is in the
we
Rave
are
mode.
looking at
As
a
you can
480p
tell,
stream right now.
he
And
is
so he's
looking
using the Ripsaw
in
to take out
the
all the zombies.
1440p
You
stream
can
here.
also use the Ripsaw here
You
towards
cannot use
filling
the
up
Ripsaw
the
here
souls. He grabs a max
towards
ammo
filling
for
up
the
the
saw here
souls. You
because he
don't
is
want to
using
grab a max
all the
ammo.
freaking ammo. He's making sure that it
You
is
want to
a
use none
literal
of the
insta
ammo.
kill. And the saw was one
And
of the
it is
best
an
wonder weapons,
insta-kill.
I think, in IW
The
before
Saw
they
was one
patched
of the
it. You can literally
worst
just AFK, hold down the
insta-kill
trigger,
wonder weapons
and just
in
get to
IW.
freaking round
You
100,
can't
I
really
think, pre-patch on
AFK
this. It was just so dumb
to
busted. But
get
now,
round 100 on this. It was
yeah,
really
he is
fun.
filling up the souls because the way
Getting
he did
round
this is you fill up
100
some
day
souls,
1
and then there
pre-patch
will be
round
a weak
100
spot that spawns in
for the
on
YouTube
the
video,
boss.
which,
You keep
hey,
shooting him,
that's actually
and
an
then
original piece
repeat
of
that
work. I
again
regret making
while
fun of that.
adding
React,
in another
you're a
phase where
parasite.
he basically just turns the
Preying
whole
on your
map on
downfall.
fire.
So
It's
basically,
cool. Like, honestly, one of the
it's not
most
that
innovative
cool.
boss fights.
One
I
of the
would
least
honestly say
innovative
this is
boss
probably one of
fights.
my
I
more
would say
favorite
this
boss
is one of
fights.
my least favorite
It's,
boss
I mean,
fights.
nothing crazy
It's
unique, but it is more
really
unique
crazy,
than a lot of the other stuff
but
we've been seeing
it's
recently.
not like
Also,
too
really
crazy compared to
unique
the
as
other
well
boss
that
fights
he's
we've
using
seen.
the saw to actually
So
hit the weak
really
spots. As soon
unique
as
to the
they
boss
spawn
fight is
in,
he's
like,
using
you
the
have to know
saw
this
to
boss fight
shoot
inside
the
and
boss
out to
fight a
even know
couple
the
of seconds
exact
after they
areas
spawn in.
and
He doesn't know
locations to
everything about
shoot
this boss
when
fight.
these symbols
You could
spawn
tell
in.
by the lack
Like,
of
he knows
patience
the
he has to
exact
shoot the
body part to
symbols,
shoot
and
when
he
they
doesn't know
happen,
the
so
exact
that
body
is
part to
insane.
shoot. Not very
It
insane.
also is a lot harder to
And
use a
also a
regular
lot harder
bullet
to
gun
use
here
a
to shoot the
regular
weak
bullet
spots
gun
because
to shoot the
they
weak
make you
spots
unload
because
like
they
a
make you
whole freaking
move like a
clip, you
whole
know? And so it's
freaking
cool that the
clip.
Ripsaw you only need to
So
use
it's definitely cool that the
one
rip saw
saw
you need
because
to
it's
use
based
one
off of
saw
how
because it's
much
based
damage
off
you
of
do.
how
And so,
much reacting
I
you
mean, with
do.
the Ripsaw being able to literally shoot the saws, that's what makes
Oh.
it so incredibly
So it's
powerful. And
basically
so,
that's
yeah,
what makes it so
anything
incredible.
outside of the green circle
Anything
does
outside
get
of the
destroyed.
green
They
circle
tried to
does
pull
not get
basically like a
destroyed.
Horizon Draft boss fight.
It's
Again,
similar to a
DLC
Horizon Ragnarok Easter egg,
always have
but
to
it's
say,
more comparable to
is the
Shadows
most
of
important
Weevil.
DLC of your entire
Speaking of
game.
Shadows
It
of
really
Weevil,
is. DLC 1
that guy
dictates the entire
Freckleston is
game's
really
DLC lifecycle,
toxic.
and
The
I've
way
literally
he
said this
asked
in
me
everything. Like,
to not
Rainier Red
react
was
to his
DLC
world
1. He
record
puts his
runs.
stuff
Like,
down, takes away slime, and it goes to show
don't
that
you
for the rest
know?
of the DLC season, that
I'm
ended up
improving the
being a step down
community.
as
I'm a part
well.
of the
Same thing
community,
with Dead of
and
Night,
you should
same thing
know
with
that
BO3. Bro, Eisenberg,
I'm
that was
trying to
DLC 1.
grow your
And because of
viewership.
that,
Don't you know that
all the
per
other maps are just
10K views
incredible.
I
And
get
that
on
is
a
why
video,
I
you get
still
100?
stand firm to
Have you
that
ever heard of that?
statement of
So I still
DLC 1
stand by that
dictates the
statement
entire
that the
ebb and
DLC
flow
1
of all
dictates
of
the
Call of
entire
Duty
ebb and
Zombies. Like, it
flow
literally
of
dictates the
all
season
Call of
pass.
Duty
Like I
Zombies.
said, the
That's
Rise
an
of Craft, we
interesting
got a great
opinion.
season
I'm gonna
pass.
reflect on
Event of
that
the
before
night.
I go to bed. I'm gonna debate that on
Yeah,
Twitter.
you know,
Is it
was good
true?
and
Does
bad. It was
DLC
good
1
and bad.
dictate the whole
Exactly
ebb
like
and
Dead or
flow
Night, good and
of a
bad,
game?
right?
I'm
So,
gonna talk about that a lot.
I believe it. Because
I believe it
honestly,
because
every single game
honestly,
that I just listed
almost no
dictates
games that
that.
I listed were
And so,
dictated by
I
DLC
stand by
1.
that. Hopefully, you guys can
So
see it that way as
I
well.
don't
And
stand by
also,
much
it also
or
sucks because
anything
if
at
you get a
all.
bad DLC 1,
It
like for
actually
example,
sucks
Firebase was
because
not
if
a
you get a
bad
bad
DLC
DLC
1 for
1,
Cold War,
Firebase
but it wasn't
was
anything
actually
like
a bad DLC
groundbreaking for
1,
D
but you
Machine,
don't get anything
right? And so
groundbreaking
because of
from
that,
D
we sort of
Machine.
just realized, well,
So because of
this is
that, you
probably going to be
sort of
what the
just
rest of the season
realized,
pass
well,
was, which is true. Even though I would say that Firebase Z is probably the weakest of the DLCs.
even though I wouldn't
Um,
say Firebase C is the
I don't know.
weakest
I
of all
do think that, yeah,
DLCs,
most of the maps were just
I
kind of
don't
like,
know.
how can we
So
make more D Machine?
subscribe, 1
You know, and that's not a
million,
bad thing. It's just
following, Instagram.
diversity is so cool in COD
Diversity
Zombies.
is
I
so
think that is
lame
what
in
makes
COD Zombies.
Black
My
Ops
name
3,
is
for
Mr.
example, so
TLX5,
incredible.
and I am a
Each of the maps is
racist.
just
I really
vastly different
hate
from the
that they
other. It
have
feels like you're
Italian
literally playing a whole
people,
other game, all in the
Irish
same game.
people,
Um,
and
yeah, I
and
really
yeah,
feel
I
like the
mean, just
last game
other
though that has really done that, to
diverse
be quite
demographics in the
honest,
game. I just
is not even
want
Black Ops Cold War. It's definitely not Vanguard.
the
It's
only race
probably
I see
literally
that's
IW or
acceptable in being
BO4,
implemented into
which is
COD
insane
Zombies
to me.
is orcs
Insane to
from
me
World
that
of
like maps
Warcraft.
used to
Am
have
I
their own
right? Are you guys
themes,
getting
their own
nostalgic over that
layout, their
one?
own
Rock on.
ideas, design behind it.
So the ideas
And
behind
now
it,
we
the
get a freaking
design, and
campaign
now
stuff,
we
right?
get
I
a
mean, granted,
freaking
back in the
campaign
day,
stuff. We get a
campaign was
campaign. Back in the day was very
reminiscent to what
awesome.
Zombies was. I mean, every single World
Zombies
of War
was
Zombies
so
map was sort
cool.
of a campaign or a
I'm so
multiplayer map.
nostalgic about
So
zombies. I'm 27.
it just, I
So
don't know. I just miss when
I just
Activision was
miss
like, let's put a
when
budget into
Activision
zombies.
was
Let's
like, let's
literally
put a
make it
budget
something
into
crazy. Like,
zombies.
y'all
And
remember
then
when Shadows
me
of
and my
Evil
Easter egg
had a
friends
freaking
decided
roller
to only
coaster
make
at Six
freaking videos
Flags?
about Easter eggs of
People forget
zombies.
about that,
Then
but I don't
zombies
forget
fell
about that
apart
because
because
I'm
we
like, bro,
convinced the devs
I've
that
never heard
Easter
of a
eggs
video
is the
game
most
getting
important
its own
part about a
freaking
zombies map.
roller coaster,
And then
especially
they
for Shadows of Evil.
made
What I
zombies
would have done
maps
to go
as if
back
Easter
in
eggs
time
was
to
the most
freaking go
important
on that
part.
coaster, I'm telling you,
And so we got what
that
we
would have been
wanted,
something else. Because I'm
and
gonna
now
be
the games
honest,
suck.
everybody that
Now
went
all
on
the
that
games suck.
coaster,
Isn't that
I've
crazy?
seen some YouTube footage. These
So I've
homies
seen
don't
some
even
YouTube
play
footage.
Shadows of Evil.
These
They don't know
homies
what
don't
they be
even
looking
play
at, and
Shadows
that's
of
why I'm
Evil.
like, bro, I wonder what
That's
type
why
of
I'm like,
stuff
bro,
they
I
set up
react
for
to
them.
Shadows of
They
Evil
probably
all the
even have,
time.
like, the freaking
I
Shadows
know
of Evil
everything about
swords
Shadows
up
of
and all
Evil.
these props
I'm
and-
Mr. TLX5.
Oh,
I get to say
man.
who knows about Shadows of
Makes the
Evil and who
whole
doesn't.
sad because we went from
This video is
such
taking a pretty
great
spiteful
lengths like
turn,
that
so I
with the
think we are
freaking
going
roller
to
coasters on-
freaking
and that was not even for
roller
the game, that
coaster
was for Shadows of Evil.
and return
You
to some
know,
compliments about
honestly,
Mr.
that's gonna be my
TLX5.
new argument. I'm just gonna
My
say,
new
people
argument
are gonna be like, what's the best
is
zombies
Lex
map ever?
has
It's
good
not Kino.
memes on
My
Twitter,
personal favorite is Garod, but I
and he
truly
has
believe
good
the best
opinions on
ever
what the
that
best
the
zombies map
community
is.
agrees on is probably Shadows,
And
because
my
believe it or
personal
not,
map
it's a
is
freaking
not,
roller
my
coaster.
personal favorite is not
It don't
Kino,
get more
it's
crazy than that,
Shadows,
That's the
because
way
you
it
get the
is.
freaking roller
So,
coaster. Nothing's
either way,
crazy
though,
about that.
he's about to be done this boss fight.
That's
He
not the way it
filling
is.
up the final steps here. The
So
only
he's
difference
not
between
filling
the
up the
phases
final
that you
steps
can see
here.
you can see
The only
through
difference
past
between the
bitrate
phases is that
there's blue little
I'm
defense
able to
walls
see
that go
past the
up
bitrate.
between some of the
There are
mounds
these
on the
green little
island to make it a
defense
little bit more
walls
difficult for you to
going up
traverse. But
past,
honestly, this boss
and
fight is
honestly,
really
these
easy, actually.
boss
Like, you
fights are
just
really
avoid his
easy. He
jumps,
does
you
the
avoid
jumps
the fire
to
around the
avoid,
map,
you
which is, again,
avoid the
very, very
fighter
easy,
around the map,
and just
which
know
is
how to shoot
very
his weak
easy.
points, and you'll
And
be taken
just
down
know the
very,
weak
very
points and you'll
quickly. He's
take
about
him
to be taken
down,
down
and there
quite
you
easily,
go.
because
Rock
now
on, man.
his defense
Rock
mechanism
on, man.
is
Lee
really
Ross.
out, and
You
I'm
did it, bro.
assuming this ripsaw is
Did
literally
it.
going to melt
Lee Ross,
right
you
into
did
him
it.
as soon as it can.
You were the guiding light of
I'm
zombies.
expecting it, bro.
And then the
Look at
dark
this.
forces
Yeah,
of
his weak
React
points, as soon as his
took
weak point is
over
done,
and
he's literally just
twisted
gonna
our
instantly
beautiful
die.
child's neck
It is
and
just
killed
hilarious.
it.
What is
Alright.
glitched? Where are you going, my guy?
So, where are you going, my
Where is
guy?
he going? What
Where is he
homeboy
going? what is homeboy doing? Oh my god,
Like, dude, this
YouTube is
what
such
I'm
a
saying,
crazy
man.
job to have. You
Like,
just
when
like fake
people glitch these
emotions for an
boss
hour
fights,
and a
it's so
half
funny
when
to
you're
me because,
knowingly
like,
stealing from a guy.
I
That's
still
crazy.
think I never think
I
the
just
developers
don't
were like,
think,
yeah,
I
somebody's
never
gonna
think
glitch
the
this in like
developers are
5
like,
minutes
yeah,
and
the
then
zombies are gonna
they
get
never
glitched, and
say that, bro.
they never
And yeah,
say that,
unfortunately the weak
bro.
spots take forever. He
And the
does
weak spots
add
take
the
forever. He
claw, which
does
is a
add the
weapon that you get for 30
claw,
seconds from
which is a
IW
weapon you get from
multiplayer that they
30
added in
seconds
zombies,
you
and this
get
thing
from
is just
IW
gonna
multiplayer,
eviscerate him.
and they added it from
Wow, so
zombies.
that was faster. So the
Wow, so that was
ripsaw was used for
faster.
the whole
So the
boss fight.
ripsaw was used for
Wow.
little
I
to
thought
no
for sure
time
he was
during the
gonna get
boss
one of
fight.
the upgraded
I
crossbows, like
thought
a
maybe
Vlad
he
or
was gonna
something,
get
but
the upgraded
wow,
crossbow,
he
but
proved he could
wow,
not beat
he
it. The ripsaw
proved
is way
to
better. And again, you
need
would not be able to do this
the
on a regular
crossbow.
rave in the Redwoods run.
And he would not be able
You
to do
can't get
this
the
in a
ripsaw until
Rave
you
in the
beat the Easter
Redwoods
egg,
one.
unless
You
you're doing it
can get
on the
the
Redwoods cut
Ripsaw
mode
until
that
you
he's
beat
doing right now.
the Easter egg
And so
one
there you
if
go.
you've
He does
purchased
grab the
the
key, and then that was
Special
the time,
Director's Cut
obviously.
edition of the game
I will show you
DLC
guys
Belay
this next
featuring
stop here
Vasol
because literally the Easter egg cutscenes are
1526
like
and the
5
Easter egg
seconds.
cutscenes are 5
And they
seconds.
tell you that the next
And
area
they show you that the
is
next area is
Shaolin
Shaolin
Shuffle.
Shuffle. So let's
And
get
again,
into
you can
it.
pause midway
And
through,
again,
take
you
a
could
break,
pause
take his
midway
time,
through,
load up
take a
into these
break,
maps,
take his
and
time, load up
enjoy
into
your
these
way
maps,
through.
and
But dude,
hate
starting
his life.
Shaolin with
Because he got
33
good in
minutes to
zombies.
beat Rave
But
and
I'm
Space
gonna
Run is
react.
literally insane. I'm telling you, only 2 people are doing this.
I'm
He's got
telling
the
you.
Banshee.
Over
Interesting
20
choice as
people are
well
doing
here.
this. He's got the
Very
Banshee as
interesting
well
that he
here.
goes for
There
the
he is.
Banshee.
He's going for
The
the
Banshee, I don't
Banshee.
care what
I don't
Call of
care
Duty Zombies
what
game it's in.
Call of Duty Zombies
It's in
game it's
IW,
in, if it's in
BO3,
IW,
whatever.
if it's in BO3
It's
or
just
whatever.
trash.
It's
Even in
just
multiplayer
trash.
for BO3, I
Even
swear that
in
shotgun
Zombies
is
for
just
BO3, that
horrendous,
shotgun
and that
is
is why
just
it's a freaking
overpowered
starting
AF.
weapon here, my guy.
And that is why it
So,
is never going to be a
again with
starting weapon in
Shaolin,
any
this
map.
is
It is too OP.
obviously the hardest
Again with
Easter egg, I would
Shaolin,
say, in
it
all
is
of
the
IW
easiest
Zombies.
Easter egg in
It's right
all
in
of
the middle here,
IW
and so this
Zombies.
is
In
where I
all of
think
IW Zombies. What is the
either
hardest
make
Easter
or
egg?
break
Hardest
your
Easter egg,
secret
top
Easter egg
5 in all of
speedrun, and
IW
this is
Zombies.
probably
Okay.
where he
So,
got a very
is probably
fast
where
time.
he
And so
got a
he's
very
30
fast
seconds ahead of his
time
previous split,
in
which is huge.
his previous split, which is huge,
Also, he's running a
huge,
card right now to instantly
huge,
get one of his
huge
weapons,
dub, guys.
Pack
Big dick
Punch. I'm
strats,
curious to
big
see
dick
which
strats.
weapon does it
All right,
for.
so he's
Well,
going
it's not instantly,
to
it's the next
instantly
thing that you
go
buy, I
to
think,
the
in the
next
pack.
thing that flies,
And so that'll be
and
interesting
so
here. He's staying
that
in the
will
spawn
maybe
room
be interesting
because,
here.
yeah,
He is
you
not
do
staying in the
literally,
spawn
there's
room. He is
all the
abusing a
points on this,
bug
all the doors on this
where
map cost like
zombies spawn
gazillions
outside of the
coins.
spawn room that
So
is
I'm not
called
surprised that he's staying in here.
a
Probably also
glitch.
until the
As a
zombies can
reactor,
run
I kind of
faster
disagree
too.
with it. I think zombies should be
And
played
again, I would
based on
love
the
to see
entertainment value from the
6KZ
viewer's
and
end,
Menno
because
speedrun
that's all that
first
matters to
because
me.
listen, Menno is an
So,
absolute G. Shout out to this map.
Mino, he's an
the
absolute
reason I
G.
even
Shout
am
out to
able
this
to do the
map.
pack
He's the
review
reason
that
I'm
when
able
I
to
try
pay
to
rent,
stream it for you guys because
to stream it for you
without this
guys,
man doing the
because
chemical step,
without
I
this
really
man
don't know how
thinking
to
I'm
do it.
not
And
scamming
so
him, I
I'm
wouldn't be
curious
able
to see
to
if
put
6KZ
food on the
is as
table
fast as
and
Menobot is
put
for that once we get to attack, which is
you
actually the
know,
next map. We only have
put food in my
Shaolin today.
children's belly, because I'm Mr. Lexify. I
Left,
actually
what did
have
I say?
3 children.
On the stream left.
I had one
Shaolin,
child during
Attack,
Black
and
Ops
Beast,
1,
and that's it.
I had
And
another
then
child
Meth.
during Black
Meth
Ops
is pretty
2,
much its own
and another
map
child
here,
during
so
Black Ops 3.
get ready
You
to
can
strap
tell
in. I'm
which
telling
child
you,
I
we
hate the
are
most.
still a whole
You know
hour
what I
out.
mean?
This dude
And,
basically, I'm curious what round he's
yeah,
actually gonna leave
basically,
this,
I
round
named
5?
my first child Kino
He's
der
staying till
Toten.
round 5
I named
actually
my
so that he
second
can get his
child
Kung Fu
Transit.
juice, and then it spawns
But
on
he's
round
actually
5.
been kind
I
of good
see,
to me
that's why he's
recently. I'm
staying
starting to
here.
like
So yeah,
Transit
it
again.
literally
He's kind of
is.
my favorite
There's
map
no
right
point
now.
to leave the spawn until round 5.
And he was not that good at the start. And then
He doesn't
my
even use his freaking
third
shotgun
child
yet.
is
He
named,
got a freaking
named
fire sale.
Zetsubo no
This
Shima.
could be huge.
And, you know,
Sorry,
yeah,
it's not
the
a fire
same
sale,
oven
that was
can
nice.
bake many
They switch up
pieces
the
of
icons
bread,
on
but
IW,
different
so
ovens bake different
here you
things.
talk to
And
Pam. Pam Greer is an
in
absolute
in
nightmare.
my third
Also
child from
interesting
Black
that he
Ops 3,
goes for
Zetsubo no
the
Shima, he
Tiger
was baked
Chi
in
over the other ones. I do believe the
a
Tiger one
Southeast
is the
Asian
better
woman's
ones. I
belly.
believe the other ones are cool, but like
Me
the
and
abilities for
Smith
this one are
Plays
much more
and the
important. Again,
boys,
you do
Mr.
have to
Ruffle
get these
Waffles
abilities up to a
and
very
JC
high
Backfire.
tier. I
We're
would
all
say to at least get it to
partying
tier
in
1
Bangkok,
to get the
Thailand.
Ninja Shuriken, because
And
yes, you do
basically,
use
while
one
I was
shuriken
like
for the
cheating on my
next Easter
girlfriend
egg
at the
step, where you're
time,
literally just
yeah,
following
I
the
had my
8-bit
third kid in
pixel rat
Bangkok,
around the
Thailand,
map.
and I left him there.
This map was
And
a really cool
when
thought
the
process. I really like the
Thailand courts
map
tried to
layout
sue
is
me for
amazing.
not
I
paying
really
child
do love
support,
it.
I
And
said,
there he
hey,
goes. He gets the
all my
rat, comes out, throws
assets
the
are tied up
rage
in
spawns a nuke to
Macedonian
get rid of
banks,
spawns,
so
and then the round
good
was
luck
huge.
finding my assets,
But I'm gonna be
boys.
real. The super
But I'm gonna
Easter
be
egg, or the
real,
Easter egg
it
on
was
this
hella
map
immoral
needs
what
to
I
be
did.
abolished. Like, it
and
was so glitchy
they were
on Spawn.
wanting
Like, sure,
my
it's better now with some of the stems.
corporate entities to be
Man, I
abolished,
don't
but
know
what I
what
did
Lee Ross was thinking with this Easter
was
egg,
I
man.
went to Lee Ross and I asked for a
This might
loan
be
of
one of the
60K,
most
and I
tedious
said, hey, you give
zombies
me
Easter eggs ever
60K,
to be
I could
created.
flip
Just
that,
looking at
I
those
could make
specific
about
posters around
20
the map,
Easter egg
because
tutorials a
you need to
day,
know all of
and
the
I could
numbered
generate
codes,
enough revenue
because there's a
to
step later
pay for
on where
my
you
third
literally have
child,
to
Zetsubo no
transfigure
Shima, and
a
that's what I did. I
message
literally
through one
transfigured
of the posters and put it on
money
a
into
spotlight.
money,
Like,
Scared
This
money don't
Easter egg
make
is
money.
just
Learn that
preposterous.
from
It's too much. There's a
the
lot
great
of parts
investors
to
of
this
my
map as
time.
well. You have to pick up the
And it's
3
kind of
most
preposterous, but
obscure parts
yeah,
ever
so
around the map.
I really
Pack
ran
punch. You
Southeast
got
Asia
2 of
for a
the 3
buck,
of them now,
and
being this little poster and the
I'm
foam
the
reel.
international
Getting the
scammer.
power up all around the map, and you have
And
to keep your Kung Fu
yeah,
Chi mode out
so this
to essentially
video
open up
is
all these areas. I
dedicated to
didn't know you could
Shinonuma, my
actually open
third
them up with
child.
ninja shurikens like that. That is cool.
Your daddy is
I
still
will
making
definitely have to
zombies
keep that in mind.
videos. I'm
He's
coming home
also
soon.
doing this while the
But
rat is
Transit and
running
Kino
around,
der
and that's
Toten,
crazy considering that he
hey,
literally
you've
has
got
the
a
whole
permanent
spawn
spot in my
mapped
heart,
out
you
so
know what
that
I
he can
mean? Even though I
optimally
don't
do
like you,
this while
Transit, but
killing
hey,
on
you're
everything
kind of
on the
good
map.
still
This is
sometimes. You
really
beat my
impressive. I
expectations
think this will
despite being
honestly
so
be
bad.
the most impressive
Um,
speedrun
I think
considering
this might be the
there is
least
just
impressive
an
speedrun,
infinite amount of
considering
things to
there
do
is
on
just a
this.
finite amount of things to do on
And so I'm
this.
not surprised if he's going to be
So
pausing
I'm
here and then
surprised
just
he's
to like
pausing in
write down
excitement.
certain
I don't know what
codes or
there is
certain
to be
things that you
excited
need because
for. It's
literally you
really
can
one of the most
transfigure
boring Easter eggs.
a whole freaking
When you look at
alphabet
the
for this Easter egg
poster
and do
called
more
Nightmare
stuff.
Summer,
Like seriously, this might be one of the most
that makes me
laborious
wonder.
Easter eggs ever, which is such a shame because the Wonder
When you look at
Weapons,
the
like the
Night
Kung
Summer
Fu, is
poster, what it
so
makes me wonder
unique.
is if
It's
Treyarch
so
Zombies, Lee
interesting.
Ross,
The map is really cool
fucking
too.
Treyarch
But
Zombies, Lee Ross, David Vonderhaar, whatever, Jason
everything else
Waddell,
kind
whatever
of
the
just falls
fuck.
flat. I will be
It makes me
honest.
wonder if
It just
they were
like
to make
the
another
Easter egg. If
map,
the Easter egg was
and
better,
if
I
it would have
swear
an
this
Easter
map
egg,
would
a
be
better
way
Easter
more
egg
remembered
than
it is
this map,
because
it would be
I know most
way
people
better.
despise this map,
I know most
including
people
myself,
despise
because of the
me.
Easter egg.
They call me a
Because the
thief, and
Easter
I
egg is
know it
pretty much
myself.
the main
But
thing to do on this
because
map,
my
it's awful. And
because I'm
also
allowed
casual
to,
players, I feel like
because I have the
despise this map
capacity to
because
steal, you know I
there's just
will.
too many things to be able
So
to
when you
even
break it
just turn
down, I
on
mean,
tap and power.
yeah,
Just way too much.
dunking on
And
individuals is
so
one
it'll
thing,
be interesting to see also what time he
but
finishes this Easter egg
but
because he
hey,
started this 33 minutes, and I
maybe
believe
it's
this
the
will
system of
probably be
YouTube that allows
the
this kind of
longest
exploitation to
Easter
exist.
egg of all
Maybe
of
it's
them.
the React
Because attack
parasites
you
that
can literally do in
allow
under
this
20 minutes
type
if
of
you know how to do
exploitation
it,
to
which is
exist by them
obviously what
existing,
6KZ is going to be able to do
and
here.
deciding to
Beast you
not
can
make
literally
interesting
do in
videos on the
practically under 10
daily.
almost.
Why
And
can't
so
they
yeah,
just be
this
like
is easily
Chrisum?
the longest and the
Chrisum does
hardest,
not
and you can
react
tell that they
to
stopped doing
speedruns, I
hard
don't think.
Easter eggs after this map,
Why
which
can't
is
they just be like,
just thank you. What a godsend, man. 'Cause for real,
the Frenzy?
this is
You
not a
know,
fun
the
Easter egg
Frenzy
to
does
go
not
back
react
Every time
to
I have to do this, or I ever do
Easter
this
egg
during like an IW Super
speedruns
Easter egg run
and
or
other people's
whatnot,
accomplishments. Why can't they just
it is
be
just painful. And dude, it's so funny 'cause the last time I
painfully
did the IW
creative
Easter
for
egg
the first
Super
time
Easter
in their
egg,
life?
it took me a couple
Um,
days to beat, and
it
it's
took
wild to
me
think that
one
somebody
day to
did a
beat,
couple
and
days
it's
of work
wild
for
to
me
think that someone
in
did a
90
couple
days.
of days of work for me.
That goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, work smarter, not harder. That's the dang proof right there, my guy.
Wow,
So now
that
you
is
have to
a
put this code in here, open
stunning
this up. There's just
self-awareness
so
coming
many
from
random
Lex. He
steps
knows
here. You
that
have to
this
shoot
guy
certain
just did
symbols
a
around this
couple of
map
days of
also.
work
He is
just
going
for
to be
Lex.
a time
Work
trial
smarter,
step here.
not
I'm
harder.
curious to see if
Steal.
he is going to be
Steal, don't
incorporating this,
earn. Steal,
or if
don't
it's
earn.
just
That's
to
the
be
meaning
able
of that
to
phrase.
loop you
Steal,
back
don't earn.
in. I think that's actually the
Steal,
thing.
don't
Yeah,
earn.
he's
What
using
the
it to loop
fuck?
him back in.
Alright.
Very smart. That
Very
is really cool that it
cynical
actually
of
makes you go a
him
lot
to
faster
be
just for
self-aware
that one
about that.
specific thing, 'cause that's a side Easter egg.
Just about that
But
specific
side
thing.
Easter egg is
But that's a side Easter
for
egg,
something
and the
completely
side
different.
Easter
I
egg
believe
is
it's for the
for
nunchucks,
something
and for the
completely different. I think it's
nunchucks
for the
are incredible.
nunchucks.
But the
And
sword though on
the
this map
sword
is better. I
though on
will
this
say that
map
the
is
wonder
better.
weapons
I
on this
will
map
say that the wonder
are
weapons on this
probably the
map
best in
are
the whole
probably
game.
the worst in the
Like,
whole game.
Beast from
Like,
Beyond just copies
Beast from
Extinction.
Beyond just copies Extinction. Attack of the Radioactive Thing has the mag, which is quite literally the best wonder weapon. It's so good. And yeah, Shaolin's gotta take the cake for my favorite map to react to, and because the entire map is different, and he has to shoot 5 symbols in a row. This step, I've never actually done it before, or maybe I did 3 years ago, but the important part is this guy is doing it for an Easter egg speedrun, and I'm reacting to it. So my question is how? How did he do this? That's what we're trying to figure out today in this reaction. So without even looking at the symbol half the time, he's probably going to be able to do this step very, very quickly. Because spawns for this are just a nightmare. Like, look at that. Who would ever in their right mind look at that spot? For real. Maybe that's my job as an original YouTube creator is, you know, Do what everyone else is doing. Don't react. Go around the map with a sniper scope. Look at shit. Invent myths. Say, is this a cipher? Is this a step? Is the summer night poster a signal for another zombies map? That's the fucking zombies content of the people. This shit, reacting to someone else's hard-earned work, that is theft of the highest order. Impossible to respect this guy.
And like I said, to do this all
Alright,
consecutively,
so
to
to do
not
this
forget
all
something, to not
consecutively
mess
and
up,
not forget something,
and then
and
also
do it's the easiest position to hold because it's literally theft.
the level of perfection is
It's not
just so
autic.
high. You can't mess
But
up
the
even
level
once.
of perfection is just
You
so
legit can't even mess up
high,
even once.
and you can't mess up once, twice, maybe 3 times.
Again, he's probably just
But again,
waiting
he's
to
just
find all
probably
these symbols
just
because, yeah, the symbols
waiting
are
to
terrible.
find all these symbols
He's now
because
doing
these
Morse
symbols are
code,
terrible.
which-
He's now doing Morse code,
Again, this
which
is crazy to even do the
again,
first attempt because
not
also
very
the
crazy to
zombies
do
can
first
still be
attempt
running
because
after
the
you at this
zombies
point.
can't
The
really be
zombies
hitting you.
were
You're
still running
protected in
after
the
him at that
telephone
point.
booth.
He's just lucky to be at such a low round, like round
He's
7, to
just
have
not very
blockers still
lucky
for
at
IW.
all. It's
so
not
he
even a
has his
luck-based
Morse code
run, basically.
And essentially what the Morse code tells you is it tells you the right
Essentially what the
poster to pick
Morse
up.
code tells you
And so
is
this
it
is the
tells
poster now
you
where he has to go to the top of the map,
that
place
the
it
Earth is a
down, and
globe
literally
of
just
2.6
do an
billion
imaginative
people or
freaking
something,
step with an
and
imaginative
we're all
lettered
forced to make
step.
money
And he has
somehow.
to throw a grenade
And
at
if you
that
don't get
window,
ahead,
break it down,
if you
place
don't
the poster on
viciously
the spotlight
steal
here, go
without
through a little bit of
ethics,
ninjas here, and
without
then he's gonna
morality,
get a
you
letter.
will fall
And based off
behind.
that letter, he
And
will have
based
to learn
on
a
that
combination
capitalist
of
world
an
system,
alphabet
your
and
job
also
is to
the
search
potential
for
letters that
people
it
to
could be
do
or
work
words that it
for
could
you.
be for him
And
to do this.
then,
So he gets an L. What a lovely letter to start.
there's
He
not
switches
much
it,
else
so
to
now it's
say. It's a
N,
silencing
and
reality.
yeah, like literally,
And
it is
yeah,
faster to switch to
basically
certain
it is
words on
faster
this.
to
This step
switch to
is
certain words on
an
this,
insane amount of
an
knowledge
insane amount of knowledge to even speed run,
it's fully random. Like, you
because
have
it
to
is
shoot
fully
symbols that are
random.
representative
Like you have to
of
shoot
English
symbols
letters that spell
that are
a
representative of the
random
English
word, and it can
letters,
be literally
and it
anything.
can be a random word,
For
like
Easter egg
anything.
hunters
For
that were
Easter
trying to
egg
hunt this,
hunters,
I'm sorry.
I'm
I just
sorry.
have to say that. I'm sorry. Like, sure, his
I'm sorry.
word here is New York, so he got a
The
pretty
word
easy
here is New
word,
York, so you have a pretty
but
easy
man,
word.
that step
But
must have
man,
been
that's the
freaking
man,
nightmare at the beginning.
man, that
Like,
step,
just a
man,
nightmare.
that is just a nightmare. But
Especially
man,
because you wouldn't even have known
alright.
what the letters were until
Especially because
test
you
them
don't
out.
even know what the
So
letters
the
were until you
trial
test
and
them
error
out. And I'm like, man,
And so
man.
he's done the
So he's
little
done
Rat
the
King,
little Rat
death
King
there now. I do
death
like that you
there
have to take
now.
out the Rat King
And
to
I
get all
don't
of
like
his
that you have to take
abilities.
out the
That was
Rat
really
King to
cool.
get
Like, the
all of his
ideas
abilities. That
behind
is
the
really
Easter egg
cool. So the ideas
are
behind
really
this
something
Easter
else.
egg
And also, he's got the little
are
film
really
lip
something
right next
else.
to my
He's got
webcam
the
there,
fill lip
indicating
right
that
next
he's
to
gonna
my
be teleported
webcam
to
there,
this area in a
that
couple of
you can
rounds
teleport to this
to
area a
do the
couple
final
rounds
Easter egg part
to
where
do
he
the
grabs
final
this
Easter
little
egg part
thing.
where you grab this little
Like,
thing.
there's just so many
And
parts
there's
to
just
these
so
runs, and
many
that's, I think,
parts
the
in
worst
this
part
map,
about
and
it
that's
is
what I
that
think the worst
they
part
probably
about
had
React
Activision
is
be
that
like, yo, you have to
you can
really
get
time
reacted
these
to
Easter
by
egg
some of the
steps and make it
top
as hard as
reactors in the
physically
game.
possible.
Hassan Abi,
And unfortunately,
Ludwig,
because of that, it just ruins the
Mizkif,
maps. Because when you
Emiru.
add steps that are tedious for literally no reason, it just ruins the ebb and flow. of
Great
Easter
God
eggs, I
X.
feel like. So it is what it
Tyler
is. And
won.
so
Oh, nope, he
now
actually
he's
has something
waiting
going
at
on
the
for
path
himself.
here to open up
This,
all
that,
the
and the
doors
other, all
and
the
leave
other
the spawns.
reactors.
I'm
No
not
one
totally
really
sure
creates
why. This
anything
area
on
is
these
probably
platforms
also the
anymore.
fastest area in the
And let's
shallow
talk
for
about
spawns.
let's talk
This
about
weapon is
labor.
also insane.
Let's
Like,
talk about
it
the labor
literally has
process of
infinite
making a
range.
YouTube
It
video
looks like an
and
SMG,
risk.
and it
So
one-shots
basically
people
why
across
React is
this
so
map.
successful
Like, what?
is because it makes
Like,
someone else take all the
IW
risk.
zombies weapons were
Once you
different.
already
Some of them
know
are so
that something is
futuristic like this, and
interesting,
they're
that
so
something is
OP,
someone
and
else
then
has
some are also
created,
just incredibly futuristic
all
and
you
just
have to do
absolutely
is
downright
layer
wrong.
on useless
Like,
white noise speech onto it and use your already
he
garnered
grabs the final part
following
for Pack Punch, which is
to
underjudged,
amplify
amount
all
of
of the
controversy
metrics
that
into
caused
your
back in the day.
direction and not
Oh,
in
I
the
can't even
direction
get it out
of the
my ears,
source.
man. It's still ringing.
So
It's still ringing, bro.
that is why it's
People
theft.
are so pissed
I would
off at that,
compare
and
it
rightfully
to
so. I mean, Pack Punch should not be something that you have to
RAPE,
genuinely
to be
look for
honest.
like you do on this
I
map.
would compare
And
React
so,
videos to
honestly, if there was
RAPE
any casuals
and
playing
just
this
how
game at this point, they'd probably
exploitative
stop at
and
this point, 'cause they're like, "Bro, I'm not looking up a
disgusting
guide to figure out
and
freaking path."
obviously
kidding me?
immoral it all is. But
So,
are you kidding me?
again, he is going through the rounds here. I'm
Money
assuming he
doesn't
has to
have
go through a
morals.
couple rounds. These round
Come on,
waited
money
for
is
his
money.
next step
Don't really
here.
think about it. Follow
And then
me,
once he's on to round
like
10,
my
he'll be able to
tweets.
start. And again, he
I'm a
has
funny
coupon
guy.
clipper, which
I'm
makes
just
your,
a
I
funny
believe, your next purchase
little
absolutely
positive
free.
I'm just a
so
funny
he's
little
probably
positive
gonna be
guy. I don't
using
know
that
what
to
all these
path
guys
here.
have
So all
to
path
be
is up
so
here.
frustrated about
He's
and
able to go in. I'm curious
demand
what
that I
he's
stop
gonna
exploiting
path.
them.
He's
What the fuck?
papping the
I'm
Type
not gonna do that.
2 for
I'm gonna pack-a-punch
absolutely
my
darn free.
tactics
And keep in
for
mind, this is double
absolutely
pap, so
darn
this
free.
game,
So
double
reminder,
pap costs
reminder, this is double pap.
10,000. And so he
So this
double
is
paps his Type 2
10,000. So
and gets a
double
single
points
pap
is tap 2, so he gets a
Kendalls.
single
Or
pap
actually, he's gonna double pap
Kendall.
this.
So he's
And he's
actually
gonna have
gonna
enough, right?
double
So he's
pap
gonna
this.
have
He's
double
gonna
pap
have
here.
enough.
Very, very
Very,
good.
very,
And yeah, I'm
very,
gonna be
very,
honest, the
very,
Shaolin
very
boss fight,
good.
other than Meth, is probably the
I'm gonna
hardest.
be
There
honest, the
is
Shaolin boss
the
fight, other than
phases are
Meph, is
really
probably the
annoying.
easiest. The
They're
phases are
really
really
not that
annoying.
fun to do.
They're really
And
easy
also,
to
it's just
do.
crazy
And
considering that the
also, it's
Type 2
just
is actually the
crazy
strat for the
considering
speedrun. I would have never guessed that.
how
And so
scary
here you
that
go.
cinematic
You
is,
got
to
the
be
little
honest.
teleportation thing,
So
saying that
there
this
we
is good
go.
for Shaolin.
You
He's gotta
got
go
the
through a
little
couple zombies here.
teleportation thing.
And then as soon as
Says
this is done,
Shaolin. So as soon as you finish
now
watching
he's
this
gonna be
video,
able to grab
what
the
I want you
cart,
guys to do is type
place
in
it
Dark
over here for
Viper
some reason. What a
AU.
random
GTA 5
start.
speedrunner.
Like,
Type
and
in
then now
Dark
boss fight
Viper
is
AU
pretty much
React.
almost
Watch
ready
his
because he
catalog on
has
his React
almost
videos.
all of the
His
abilities.
videos
He
about
just has to
React.
do
Dark
a
Viper does not
couple
do
of
React content. He
these
does
rings
analysis
around the
of
map
what
and
React
take out the
content
zombies.
is,
You also have to
how it
be in the
exploits.
ring, which is
And I'm
just
definitely
unfortunate.
borrowing
But
some concepts
again,
from
that
his
is why you have to
meticulously
push
written
these rounds and make
14-page
sure that you
essay.
have zombies that run at this point.
Cause yeah,
Doesn't
it
even need that
actually is
freaking
that
skill. I
deep.
mean, at this point,
It
because
is
Map
that
Type 2 is
gross.
just so
And
good. Also, it sucks because these rings are random.
let me
Oh
say
yeah, and then after
one
this,
thing
these
here,
rings, he
okay?
has
If
to
you're
do a
someone,
disco party step where he has to take out a zombie that has a
if you're
disco
someone
ball above
who
him.
wants to
I'm
be
telling you, man,
noticed by these
IW is truly
guys,
something else.
you've looked up to
hear
them
me
since
talk
you were
like this on a
younger,
Treyarch
you
Easter egg.
think they're the last wholesome thing that exists on the internet.
Not even a chance, man.
Because he's so
Disco
funny and
balls over
smiley.
zombies? What are you talking about?
And it's difficult for you to
What do you
imagine
want
why
about my
he
G?
is doing something
I'm
bad
just
here.
impressed that the Type 2 is this good. I
And
would have
you
never
submit
expected this. I don't see
videos
zombies
for him
weapons
to react to.
terrible, but it's almost like
While
it's like
you
a
have no
shotgun,
idea of these dynamics, you are part of the
single
problem.
fire, long-range infant damage.
If you
This is a different
let
gun for
people
real.
react to
This
your
is milk
videos,
gun too, so
you are letting YouTube
yeah,
stay
this is
terrible.
truly
You are
something
letting
different. So yeah, he's looking for
parasitic
the rings. Most of the
thieves that
obvious
don't even do
spawns
the bare
are near
minimum
bomb
of
stoppers here. Yeah,
of
like the first
bottom of
one
the barrel
and this one.
content and let them get
And
away
so
with
again, for him
stealing.
to be able to beat this
They
end
should,
in like 6
you know
minutes
what?
from now, he's gonna be
I'm
on some
starting
attack, which is
to
crazy.
criticize
And
myself.
attack, listen,
Clip
I saw
content,
Rave
who
and
cares?
this map were bad for
Who cares about
parts.
clip
Attack
content?
is
It's
the worst
original.
zombies map
Who cares
in
about clip
existence
content?
for parts. I'm
React
sorry.
is
If
the
you're upset
problem.
with Dead of the Night,
When I
nah.
was
Attack of
new
the
to
Radioactive
Zombies
thing
YouTube, I was
is
like,
literally
yeah,
20
it's this
times
clip
worse.
bullshit.
Like
It's
Dead
this
of the
clip
Night,
bullshit
you
that's
can
ruining
actually learn and the
YouTube,
parts are
and
not
it's
even
the
that bad. To me, Dead
algorithm's
of the Night
emphasis
feels
on
more
watch
of like a
time
game
that
of
pushes
Clue.
videos to
You know, like
extremely
Chaos
long
Extractor
lengths
said that.
and
I do agree
simultaneously
with him on
extremely
that.
short
He was my
lengths in the
bashing on that point.
process.
But it is true.
Yeah, that's a
It does
fact.
feel like a
Yeah,
game
that's
of
something
Clue.
creators
Whereas
can't
for
control.
Attack the Radioactive
Yeah,
thing
the
feels
creators
like
don't
you're
have any
experimenting it
control
like a freaking
over,
engineer or something,
YouTube's
bro. They
features
got me doing
or the
whole
Google
rocket
engineers'
science up in
decisions.
here.
That's true.
And so I believe right now he's just trying
But
to
it's
end the
actually
round. Yeah, 'cause
React
he needs to end
thieves and
round to
parasites
start
that
up the
are
next
ruining
ring,
YouTube
and then he's gonna have to do the
and
disco
starting
ball
up the
step, and then
dynamic
after
of
that,
letting
pretty sure
yourself
he's
be
gonna get to the boss
exploited.
fight. It's
So
just
do
gonna
not
be able to
exploit
run
yourself
into the
for
boss
the
fight.
recognition
I like this
and
map's boss fight
underling
too, because of the fact
positions
that the
of
way he
these
started, you just
losers.
run into the room, and I feel
Gotta
like
be
anybody
honest,
who
they're
has
economic
that would
winners, you
have
can't
that,
deny that,
which is
but
probably nobody unless
he's
you
27,
follow
bald,
the
and he
season
reminisces
right
about the
away.
old days of
Must have
zombies.
been really cool. Like that
So
must have been really exciting.
he
to
is kind of a
experience
loser
for
in
the
that
first
sense.
time. And
But
it sucks because I remember
it
playing
sucks
Shaolin
because none
Trouble
of this
with,
is
like,
earned.
JC and
It's
Lee
not
and
an
all
earned
that, so we
sort
were
of
just
living.
not feeling IW.
This is the state
I'm gonna
of
be honest, I tried
labor,
my
okay?
absolute best to give these maps
And
like, my best
I'm gonna
attempt.
be totally
And
honest.
especially because we were coming
Okay,
off of BL3, that's why the
I would rather
expectations
do
were
this
through
than
the frickin'
work a real
roof
job.
of these maps.
But Lex
But
is at the
now, like,
point
it
where
was even
he doesn't even
crazy to
have
think
to
that
work a real job.
even then we
He's
were
already
disappointed.
making
But
a
to be
shit
honest,
ton,
I
and he
still
has
think
been
that
making a
even if
shit ton
IW
for so
came out
long.
today,
He
I
doesn't
don't
get a
think the reaction
pass.
would be
He doesn't
much
get a
different.
pass for reacting.
I mean, sure, yeah, it
He He
would be way better
should have
than
been smarter with
Vanguard.
his
He would
money.
probably
He
even
should
be
have
better
learned
than
how to
but I
employ
still
his money
feel
to
like
make
the
more
best odds
money.
is
He
he
should have
has
learned how to
a
hire
really
people to do
goofy
the work he
site.
doesn't
I
want to
genuinely
do.
believe that.
There's no
So
excuse why a
on that
YouTube
now, also I just
superstar
noticed I don't
of
know how I can
like
watch
10
a speedrunner
years
play for like
of
an
the top
hour
5
and
era
just notice the freaking
still needs
kitten
to
trying to
react.
come
This is
come
on him.
tackle my
He
face
failed.
on the bottom left. Like
He is
what?
a failure. if he ever needs to
Oh man,
react
I love speedrunners. This is
to
just so
gain more
funny.
money,
I love speedrunners.
he has
Also,
failed
like,
with
the
his
last 3
dollars.
speedruns I've just watched,
So
every single one
that's
of them
why he
has
doesn't get a
said,
pass.
this is not good
That's why the
enough.
Smith Plays doesn't get a
And it's world
pass.
record run.
That's why any of these parasites do not get a pass, because they're not your everyday Joe that are reacting to avoid working at Walmart or something. These are zombies elites. Okay, it's facts. They don't need to be doing what they're doing. Shout out to a real zombies YouTuber like Glitching Queen who kept it real the whole time. You know, anyone can upload their footage of a glitch. It's not the same as React. Anyone can commentate over glitches. Glitches are for the people. Everyone has the opportunity to do a glitch, commentate over it, bada bing, bada boom. And here she is posting relevant new glitches in the current year of zombies. She is doing like more difficult content than these guys. These guys are thieves. Glitch Queen's a real one. And I think there's even a crawler there, so that's why he's watching. So this step is very glitchy. It requires you to take out a bunch of zombies in a slow succession, honestly. But once you do it, it's very fun. And this is the final little mini Rat King thing to get the heart grenade, which is one of the best grenades ever. He's gonna be able to grab it now. He's gonna talk to Kung Fu Panda, and is very not that impressive because he done this whole egg in 20 minutes. Shaolin Shuffle, man, oh man. I'm an NPC, and then for the attack he's going to be able to do faster. And if you look at all the splits, like I said, this is the most impressive thing done in IW Zombies. I'm reacting to it.
Here, I'm curious to see how he cheeses the Rat King step, because, yeah, there's 3 phases to this. He's doing the hardest one first, and for this one, I genuinely believe on solo, you need the card that he has right now, Explosive Touch, because you need to take out a zombie on each of the green puddles. And the green puddles will literally respawn in all at once if you don't do it fast enough, which literally makes this step impossible, in my opinion, without Explosive Touch. Like, you literally need to be able to do it instantly. And if you fail, you'll just run out of ammo and the whole game ends. And it is just such a mess. And so there, he literally was able to damage the Rat King before he even got down. It's so interesting. I never even knew that.
He wasn't able to damage the Rat King before he downed. That is very uninteresting. I did not know that. It is very easy to have like the upper room in the Kendall 44s. If I was Mr. Deluxe Fi, I would take a Kendall 44, point it to the side of my cranium and shoot. That would be the funniest video I could ever upload to my channel. And the final phase literally is on from brain, yada yada yada. That was a joke. I meant that in Minecraft, obviously. It's literally all you have to do, so you really can't fail this phase. It's literally impossible to fail, so you literally just let the Rat King take out the zombies. I don't understand the implications behind this. I don't know what they're trying to say. I know what they're trying to say with the other Easter egg steps, but
you get a heart grenade. Right?
Rock on.
The step is to get a heart grenade.
React community, react community.
And that's why they have the disco ball step.
That's why they have the disco ball step, so which completely makes sense. So you get the mind one, and if anyone disagrees with React, they're just mad because they don't have a million followers. True. So with the brain one here, zombie eats the brain, and then the Rat King just needs to exist?
Why?
I don't know what I'm watching. I don't really know the game I'm reacting to. But even if I did, would it make the process of React any better? Nope. Keep your arguments consistent. React is theft. Even if it's some loser that knows everything to know that IW Zombie's true. So,
I mean, this is it.
So this is it. This is the end of Zombies. I'm shocked that honest time splits, if you look at it here, he's actually a couple seconds behind. I'm very shocked because if he was ahead, he would be ahead by more time than he is ahead right now because he is more fast than Shaolin ahead of his PB. Because again, I feel like this is probably the longest. Because again, I feel like it is the longest time in the whole freaking Easter egg. Gotta keep my video monetizing the whole
trap here, which he
freaking
does. He
Easter
just
egg.
actually damaged the Rat King.
So he's actually
And that's
damaging
it.
the Rat
That's
King,
time.
and that's it.
Wow.
That's
That
time.
type 2
Time.
is actually
Wait,
insane
how should I
for
do
it to
time
be
with
that
hands?
powerful.
I'm thinking of like a baseball
Like, you don't
pitcher,
even
like
need the
counting
nunchucks,
pitches
you
or
don't even need the
something.
actual
He's
wonder
like holding a
weapons. Just take out the
stopwatch.
zombies on this
Time.
map, just get the freaking type
Yeah,
2.
sitting there like this, and he's like,
And so
time.
Warrior here is talking a bunch of BS.
Time. Time.
Telling you about where to
Time.
go next.
57 minutes,
Again,
39 seconds. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Facts, 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 facts. It's literally top 10 for Chaos X Silencer. If I was Mr. Delexify, I would quit React and I would make videos on
his PB here is
Minecraft,
17
Minecraft,
minutes,
Minecraft,
and he's
Minecraft,
57
Minecraft,
minutes
Minecraft,
here.
Minecraft,
He's
Minecraft,
running
Minecraft,
Elvira
Minecraft,
again.
Minecraft,
Don't
Minecraft,
think there's
Minecraft,
any
Minecraft,
sort of
Minecraft,
benefit to doing
Minecraft,
this.
Minecraft, Minecraft,
Instantly gets out
Minecraft,
of the
Minecraft,
spawn. I would
Minecraft,
have never
Minecraft,
thought this.
Minecraft, 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 Minecraft,
Wow.
Minecraft,
He literally
Minecraft,
grabs the
Minecraft,
same type 2 that he
fuck,
did last time.
tits. I'm a Fulcrum fanboy.
I
It
realize,
is what it
you
is.
don't actually need to stay in the spawn because
Alright, so I realize you don't even need to stay in the spawn, you just need to play Minecraft, 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 Minecraft. So now he's going to build the one trap he needs to get in order to kill the zombie. So this Easter egg was really lame. You had to build a bunch of stuff and find the zombies. And something about this Easter egg is it's actually kind of peculiar.
Again, this map has
This map has a little bit not much to do with it, and it makes sense because you're grabbing these parts and you're building these zombies parts, which, I mean, in the zombie sense, Lee Ross did a job that I would describe as exquisite, 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 exquisite. So he did spice things up, which would make things very incredible. You're just seeing all of these other things that he's doing for 9 minutes, 9 miles per hour. Funny thing that he's German, right? 9. I don't know what that means in the German language. I think it means like yes or something, or no. I don't really know. If I was at a McDonald's in Germany and they didn't sell me a 2-liter of Coke because the EU laws are cucked, and they reduce sugar, I would say 9! I would say, give me my 2-liter of Coke, because I'm an American. I would say that just like Bjorn TV4. I would say, I'm from Denmark, I'm American. Just like Bjorn TV4. He's gonna keep his perks, but I'm assuming he's going to travel somewhere fast. Most people think that this map is graphically peculiar.
Finishing this whole freaking Easter egg.
He is going to finish this whole freaking Easter egg. Red, blue, or green, yellow, orange, magenta, gray. It is disgusting. It is probably my least favorite IW Zombies map. Yeah, actually, it looks like they... I don't know. It looks, it looks like they didn't contrast colors very well, and it looks very gray. And I'm not trying to be a contrarian Andy here, but I think I like it. I kind of don't like maps that, like the BO3 Kino remake, its colors are so contrasting, it looks like the whole map is a cotton candy swirl, if you know what I mean. If you get what I mean, if you know what I mean. You get me. I don't know, I kind of like it. I mean, I think it needs improvements, like in terms of shading.
Hard to watch unless you played this map before, because
but it definitely does have that 1950s dullness to it. I cannot explain why I'm using the words I am. I think it just reminds me of like Nuketown, like BO1 Nuketown. I don't know. I think I kind of like it.
The gauges for the final chemistry step.
I think it looks pretty peculiar. Just absolutely disgusting. I'm getting hiccups just watching this for real. And so there you go. He's grabbed all of the parts He's got the
machine that he
holy
built,
cow!
excavated from
Fucking
under the sand.
Infinite Warfare maps are big as heck.
And now he has to go around the map, hitting these in a specific
That is
order
insane.
with the pressure gazers, with a crowbar and a meat carver. And he also needs a freaking mirror here. The way that you solve this,
He
like,
also
I
needs
think
a
solving
freaking
this
mirror
Easter egg must have been
here.
really fun, 'cause when you look at this,
My advice
you have
to Mr.
to
T-Lex-Fi
activate the trap
is
and
I
grab
would
the
tell
torso
him
here, where, like, other torsos are being,
to reveal
held
his
for creating
hairline to
carcasses and
himself
stuff.
and look
They're
at
really
himself
cool,
in the
man.
mirror, mirror,
They
mirror,
even have a
mirror,
little
mirror,
version
mirror,
of the
mirror,
Cranium
mirror,
in here, and
mirror,
it's just
mirror, mirror,
Elvira's
mirror,
book.
mirror, mirror, mirror,
So,
mirror, mirror,
I
mirror,
mean,
mirror,
the
mirror, mirror,
innovation
mirror.
was
You know that he's
cool.
a
I
React
just think,
thief.
again, like,
I just
it's
think,
just all about
again, like, it's just all
execution with
about
these
the
maps. Like, this
execution with
map would
these
be
maps,
so
man.
much better
This map would be
if
so
people
much
didn't,
better
like,
if he didn't, like,
have to spend 900
have to
years,
spend
like,
9
switching out
years
things, doing math,
switching
finding
out
different
things,
steps. And I
doing
think,
maps.
listen, even though people like
How does he
Milo
wear that
love the
chain on
final
his neck?
punishment
How does he
step of
wear
this
a
Easter
a
egg,
cross on his neck? That is,
it is cool. I won't
God, that
get
is
you
so
wrong.
offensive to me, bro.
But in practicality, it is just
But in
horrendous.
practicality,
So
it is
now
just like
he's going to
horrendous.
be in this entire
So
game
now
through
he's
a
going to be
blue
in
filter
this
because he's
blue
gonna spawn
filter
Elvira in she's
because
actually
doesn't
going
he
to
know
really
Matthew
create
19:24?
the
It is
background
harder
levels, which
to
is really cool.
thread the
And
eye
there's
of
a
a
lot little
needle
things with this
than to
Easter egg. You
get
need to grab all these mirrors.
into the
You
kingdom
need to
of
use the
God
right
as a rich
specific
man.
melee weapon. You need to be looking at a
Mr.
specific
T-Lex-Fi,
visual filter
take off
to
that
be
cross,
opening
man,
up
or
certain
spread the
things.
wealth. Do something. Host a
It's
tournament.
annoying. And so yeah,
Host
he
a grief
swapped the
tournament.
meat carver out because he doesn't need that.
Host a
He needed
gauntlet.
that to get Elvira.
Do something with your
But
stolen
now
riches.
he needs the
Maybe
crowbar
you'll
to
be
able to get
in Matthew
a bunch of
19:24. It
other
is easier to
certain
thread
things
the eye of a needle than
around the
for a
maps.
rich
And so
man to
now
enter
he
the
got
kingdom
sent
of
through
heaven.
the pack lunch to an enclosed RV to grab the zombie head, and now
So
he
he
has
is
all of the zombie
grabbing
parts.
the parts, and
Really
again,
fun in practice.
really fun in
But
practice,
watching this
but
speedrun,
watching
I mean,
this
just
speedrun,
look
I
at
am
this
just,
gameplay.
look at this gameplay.
Tell me who was
Tell
like,
me who was
this
like,
is it.
this
Like,
is
we
it.
gotta ship
Like,
this
we
out
got to
immediately.
ship this out immediately. You know? To
does
me,
not make any sense.
it does not make any
And
sense.
again, yes, it's not the fastest
And again,
run
yes, it is not the
of these
fastest
maps ever.
runs
I should say that
to,
because
yeah, and,
again,
because
if
he's
you do this
at
consecutively,
the
this step
medicine
also
cabinet,
on
and,
solo is annoying because nothing is holding the
annoying,
zombies,
and
they
nothing is
literally
holding the
takes away your
zombies.
gun here,
Literally
and you
takes
have
away
to
gun
guess the
here, and
code.
you have to guess
He's
the
literally
code.
guessing the
He's
code
literally
here.
guessing the
So
code
he's
here.
guessing it by when the
Guessing
duck
it
goes
by
over.
when
You have to
the
click the
duck
activate
goes
button, which
over.
I'm assuming is F
That is
or X
7.
or
Oh,
whatever
that is
it
6. That is 5. That is 3,
whatever
4,
he's
8.
playing
Let's
on it.
go.
So now his code is
Yeah,
65348,
I knew it.
and his code will now be 84356. The same code backwards.
8, 3, 4,
Um,
5, 6.
So 65348, 84356.
Dude, this
will
Easter egg
be the
step
code
is
again.
so cool. It sucks that like these
I'm
bad
assuming
maps have
he's
like many cool
forgetting
parts
to post
about
one of
them.
the mirror parts down.
It's like
Yeah,
Zombies
he
was
forgot to
always
put
too
the
rushed to
mirror
have
part
just
down.
one fully
There we
good
go, that's why it
complete
wasn't
map. Like
working.
every map just has severe
So
flaws, and then
now
all the
he
bad
knows the
maps
code
have
as
like
well, so again,
miniature
this is
parts
probably
about
the
them
most
that are
impressive
cool.
part of the Easter egg speedrun,
This
because
is
the
probably the
zombies are
least
all
impressive
just,
part
like,
of the
chilling,
Easter
they're
egg, because
not
the
over him,
zombies are
and he's able to do this, and all of
not
that
going for him,
just to turn
and he's able
a
to do
freaking
all of that
zombie into a
just to
key.
turn a freaking
That's it.
zombie into a P.
Like,
That is
all those
exquisite,
parts,
exquisite, exquisite,
like
exquisite,
literally
exquisite, exquisite,
25 parts
exquisite,
for a
exquisite,
key.
exquisite,
This is why
exquisite,
I say
exquisite,
Dead or
exquisite,
Night
exquisite,
is a ton of
exquisite,
steps,
exquisite, exquisite,
but you're not
exquisite,
getting all the
exquisite,
parts for
exquisite, exquisite,
one
exquisite,
part.
exquisite,
All the parts
exquisite,
have
exquisite, exquisite,
specific
exquisite.
orders for that when they're useful, you know?
That is
So
exquisite, in my
now
opinion.
he is going to figure out
So
all
now
of the
he's
stuff.
going
Yeah,
to
he's
figure
got
out
every
all of the
single
stuff.
part that he
Yep,
needed
he's got all
for
of the
this thing,
parts
and
he
he's
needed
now
for
going
this
to
thing.
open up the
He is
garage
now
and
going
do
to open
the
up the
hardest
garage
step
and do
of
the
this
harvest
Easter
step
egg,
for this
which
Easter egg,
is the
which
chemistry
is
step. And
the
honestly,
chemistry step.
I can't
And
even explain
honestly,
this one.
I can't even explain
I
to you
can't,
why.
because
There's basically ingredients around this map,
around this map as
and
well, that you
there's
have to look through within these
stuff
visual
around this map
filters
that you have to look
know
through
what
to
specific
know
value
what
each of
specific
these
values
ingredients are, and you can
each of
mix
these
and
things
combine
are,
ingredients.
and you can
How
combine
somebody
ingredients,
solved this
and
to
how
this
someone
day to
solved
me
this to this day
does not even make
does
sense.
not make
Like,
sense.
genuinely
I
don't even understand that.
don't even
And
understand.
so you have to add all these
Because
things up
you have to
and
add
know the
all these things up
exact
and know all the
chemical
exact
that you need to be getting.
chemical chemical
I don't think I
that you
saw him
have to
do
be
the radio
getting,
step to be able to hear which chemical he's
because
needing to get. And
I
so
did
there's
not hear which
two
chemical you need to get.
chemicals
So
that are the
there's two
most
chemicals
common,
that are the most
and I'm assuming
common,
he's just gonna go
and
for
I'm
the most
assuming he's
common
going
one
for
and
the
see
most
what it is
common one
because
to see what it
I
is,
mean, yeah, doing the
because
radio step is unnecessary.
Doing the radio step is unnecessary.
And so his code
And
for
so
the
his
final
code-
boss fight is 527. That is what he needs to input at the final step
sorry
to
guys.
be able to blow up the boss.
That is the final step to
and use
blow
the
up the
nuke
boss
inside
and
the
use
boss
the
that he
nuke
swallowed.
inside that he swallowed.
But yeah, the fact that this step is done
Yeah, the
so
fact that
quickly,
this step is
chemical
done
step,
completely with the chemical
is
step
disgusting.
is disgusting.
I
I
feel like you
just
could spend a week
learning how to do this step properly. And because there's
so
so many little parts to know and to know the value of them. And you have to add, and yeah, so you have to take forever. And for now, he has this freaking chemical, and that is the most common one.
Wow! And he's going in also.
And he's
without
going
anything
in
upgraded because that
without
is the
anything
coolest
upgraded,
part
because
about
that
this
is the
boss
coolest
fight. You
part of
don't
this
need
boss
good
fight,
weapons. You
is
just
you
need to
do
be
need
able
good
to
weapons.
take
You
out
just
the
need to take
frog-looking
out
zombies
the frog-looking zombies
and
and the regular zombies all at the same time. If you're able to do that, you're able to fully accomplish this Easter egg. And so now I'm at this point playing Overwatch. What? I don't know what that reference is about. Hey Lex, how come you couldn't make it in making Overwatch content? How come did you flop on there too? Did you find it difficult to make React content on there? I thought you were making Overwatch content or something. Why'd you flop on there? Flop on there, bro. Or are you just perma failing at everything you do? Man, the fact this guy is upheld by the little rights speedrunners have in getting these guys' vids taken down, it's crazy. It's literally speedrunners that are making these guys' careers. Parasites. Is he gonna pick it up? He's not even gonna pick it up. Oh my gosh. He said, oh, here I am thinking it's about to save this run. So yeah, again, I mean, nothing to really do here. Also, the boss is 3 phases, just like the Shaolin boss. But with this boss, again, it's all about taking out the right sort of,
it's all about doing it efficiently.
it's all about doing it efficiently. So it's a lot about doing this boss fight. Is just doing parkour, just do a parkour step, know where to be, where to shoot. Because you have to go on these like mountain terps. What is a terp? A terpene. I don't know. This might actually be a good way. Oh, so he's got explosive touch on, so he doesn't even have to worry about the zombies. Wow, that is unique. Okay, so that is a new strat. This makes it dumb easy. You can use explosive touch for other parts of this boss fight, but I guess he's decided it's to use right here. He has the mana up.
Because there is a step where you have to take damage.
So there is a step where you have to take damage and run through damage area, but you do have to get the thing to live. So the cards are unique. They're very situational, but what they're used for is so cool. So the nuke is now inside the boss. He's on the charge laser. He's ready to take down the boss in his 3 points. And then after you do this, it is the parkour step. And then that is it for radioactive thing.
Honestly, I remember doing this the last time.
I remember doing this last night in co-op. I did this with Milo and Azura. Rest in peace, my homie Phil. When we did this in LA at the Blue Boys house, it was just so much fun being in a house full of other guys playing zombies all day. Come on, Lex. Lex, I've seen the homosexual tweet. You're one of those guys that's hiding it, okay? You're the type of homosexual to be mad that others can admit they're homosexual, okay? So just come out of the closet. We love you for this. Alright. He's gonna use the mana card as soon as he is activating the nuke. He is in the next step of this Easter egg here, but he is killing it. It's crazy that you don't even need a back punch gun at all. You just yeah, some Easter eggs like that here.
On IW you need a path gun, even Shaolin, even Space Sign, Rage, but not this one. He
Not
grabbed
this
that
one.
nuke perfectly.
He grabbed that nuke
Wow. Dude,
perfectly.
how is that
Wow.
infinite ammo drop still
Dude,
behind him?
how's
I
that
just saw
infinite
it.
ammo
What the
drop
frick?
still behind him? I just stopped. What the
This
frick?
man just did not pick it
This
up.
man
and
just
then
did not pick it
decided
up.
to stay there for the rest of the game. I've never even
So to
seen
stay
that
there
before.
for the
What
rest of the game, I'm not even gonna
Um,
stay there. You know.
But okay,
It's,
so here we go.
here we
All
go.
of these guys
All
are
of these
coming out.
guys
It's
are
so easy
coming
to take
out.
them if you have, like,
It's
a
so easy to take them out if you have like a fully
But,
automatic
yeah, the Type 2
weapon.
probably wouldn't be it. And so,
Type 2
again,
probably
the
wouldn't
boss
be it. So the
basically
boss
makes you go to
basically
the
makes
very
you
back here,
go to the very
activates
back
health up
here.
here. Doesn't even matter because
Something's
now you
held
can
up
hit the
here.
activation
Doesn't
on
matter
the
because now
nuke.
you can hit the activation on the nuke.
He's just waiting here. He's just waiting. And there it is. You can literally bypass the whole parkour step. 5, 6, 4, 2,
You
7.
could literally bypass the
That
whole
is
parkour
time,
step.
an hour
That
12,
is time,
40
an hour 12,
all the
4
way
minutes
up until
radioactive thing. This is seriously
I'm
impressive
telling you,
because
dude is switching out
Casey,
all of his
I'm
gobblegums,
telling
just
you
switch
that
all
you
this-
can switch out all the
switch
gobblegums
this
and
spot. It's
play
2
off in
hours
this
long,
spot.
my
It's
God.
just like too crazy.
And now on to
And now on to the
final
final
IW
IW
Easter egg,
Zombies Easter egg.
Beast from Beyond. And this
Beast from
is
Beyond.
not an
And
easy
this
conclusion.
is an
Like I said,
easy
this
cookie.
map's Easter egg,
This
you can
map's
do really
Easter egg
quickly,
you can
like,
do
yeah,
really
you can do it in,
cookie.
like, sub 10, sub 15 minutes. But what you can't do quickly
But what you
is
can't
beat
do
Mephistopheles.
quickly
And I'm gonna
is
be honest, Mephistopheles is more about beating him,
beat
let
the
alone
guy quickly.
frickin'
What you
doing
can't
it
do is beat the
fast.
guy
It's more of
quickly.
a
If you were to beat him
marathon than a
quickly,
sprint, I would say.
you would
So, yeah.
be
But
not
this
beating
Easter
it
egg, though,
quickly
is
enough
very
because he can beat
easy.
it
It's
quicker
literally
than you.
just build a bridge
The speedrun is very
to pack a
easy.
punch,
It's literally just
which is
build a
what
bridge
these,
to pack a
random
punch,
parts are.
which is what
Build
these
Neo,
non-random
take out
parts
the
are.
Extinction
Build
Aliens
Neo,
while
take
you
out the
use.
extinction
And
aliens.
I would say honestly,
And
this
I
map
would
is one of the
say
worst
honestly,
zombies
this
maps
map
ever
is one of the
created.
worst
It's
zombies maps
unfortunate,
ever.
but it is the way it
God,
is.
that is
And
so
you have the
crazy, dude.
weapons
Like,
to
how do
just
you
beat
just
the
make
points
your
of
whole online presence talking
Director's
about what the
Cut,
best map
20K
and
points
worst map
on
is
this,
for
you're gonna
10
have more
years? That is
points than
so
you
insane.
originally need. Also, I
God,
feel
that
like
is
the box slug
like a
on
mental
this
illness. It
run
has
is
to be.
probably going to be
Alright.
insane. But
It's
he
probably
doesn't
going to
really
be
even need the
insane,
greatest box
but it
slug.
doesn't
He just
even
needs
make the
to use
greatest
EBR, which is a sniper
walk.
rifle that's
The
fully
EBR
automatic.
is a
It just
sniper rifle.
melts
Melts the
the rifle boss, the blue
rifle
rhino boss
boss,
in this.
the blue final boss in this.
And so also he's
And
getting
so
the ghosts and skulls.
the
You have to do a
ghosts and
bit,
skulls, you have to do a bit of the ghosts and skulls Easter egg, which is legitimately harder to do than the actual Easter egg on this, I feel like, because ghosts and skulls is why he's using perma perks, but they're kind of useless Easter eggs, because director's cut, and yeah, so once the ghosts and skulls are all shot, then he's going to be able to hit the breasts.
And yeah, this Easter egg, I mean, it's not fun to speedrun.
This Easter egg, it is pretty fun to speedrun because I remember I've done this Easter egg way less times than he has. I don't know why I'm even comparing myself to this player. Because I beat Efi Stoffies on this map. It was genuinely a hard feat to do. Guys, I've done hard things in zombies before, so I deserve to react. I've done hard things in zombies, I promise. So not many people can say that they beat Neff solo. I'd say if you have, you're one of the best players ever. That's a self-compliment to me. He just jumped over the crates like that. I've never seen something like that before, so this is something very, very, very interesting. So the reason why he had to do all of that is to get the little freaking tank device, which allows you to hold objects, which is unfortunate, and it's something you need to do here. He's able to grab while the door is literally closed, yeah? He's able to do it while the door is literally closed. That is so fascinating. How can he do it? He gets his little key card part, and he has a little cope. I'm a coper. It's so not very impressive. You need all the key cards in the right spot. Man, this map has so many just like peculiar
the reason
Peculiar,
as to
peculiar,
why
peculiar,
the
peculiar,
run is
peculiar,
taking,
peculiar, peculiar,
like,
peculiar, peculiar,
or the run
peculiar,
is a little
peculiar,
bit longer
peculiar,
in certain
peculiar,
areas.
peculiar,
But
peculiar, peculiar,
I mean,
peculiar, peculiar,
Radioactive Kid, he
peculiar,
definitely
peculiar
got
aspects
ahead
to
of his
it.
splits. He got a whole
And so
freaking
many
2
different
minutes ahead of
peculiar,
his
peculiar,
split. That's
peculiar,
a
peculiar,
huge
peculiar,
deal.
peculiar, peculiar, peculiar
So, and that's why,
environments.
like, I'm gonna be honest, I think this Easter egg speedrun
I
can
think Lee
be
Ross's projects
beat,
are
and it is
exquisite,
even
exquisite,
recently.
exquisite,
It's just,
exquisite, exquisite, exquisite,
bro, you
exquisite,
gotta play
exquisite,
like
exquisite,
2 hours
exquisite,
straight
exquisite,
pretty much to
exquisite,
even have a
exquisite,
chance. Like,
exquisite,
you have to
exquisite,
have
exquisite,
pretty much
exquisite,
perfect
exquisite,
RNG.
exquisite, 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 exquisite,
And so he has to
exquisite.
put all of these key cards into the
So
specific
he's
order
on
on the
round
wheel, and then he's
2,
gonna be
and
able
he
to
has to
grab
put
the
all
run
the key cards
and
in
bring him out.
to bring
This Easter
him
egg can
out.
be
This Easter egg
very
can
annoying,
be
man, because you
very
have to know the
annoying, man.
specific,
Because you gotta know the specific,
part
specific
pieces and all
part
that,
pieces and
and
all that,
order and
order,
what you have to get them.
and what you have
It's a
to do to
part
get
Easter egg,
them.
and
It's a
I'm not a
part
fan of
Easter
those,
egg,
to be honest.
and I'm not a
Unless they're,
fan
like,
of those, to
actually
be
fun
honest.
parts. Like, as soon as you use the key cards,
So you're not a
that's
fan of
pretty
every
much it.
Easter egg?
Like, that's it.
Oh,
There's
Megalo.
really nothing much outside of that.
Alright,
So here it is. Final disc.
here
is
he is.
in.
Final
He actually
disc is
uses it
in.
anywhere
He
but
actually
here
uses
on
it
the card
in
here, which
anywhere
I'm
but here.
shocked has
Us in the
not
speedrunning industry, we
before
call
this
it
point.
we
It's
call it
crazy that
ABH.
this
I
is
got
the only map that
ABH.
uses it, and he's gonna use it
ABH.
to
That's what
literally
we say.
grab a button to shoot in the beast from
Nah,
beyond
no one
poster
talks like
to
that. I'm
put
not.
right here
Literally, no one
to
talks
be
like
able
that.
to
People just call it
activate this
ABH
stupid
because
lockdown thing.
I mean, save time. No
It's
one
so
wants
annoying.
to
Yeah, you just have to
fucking put more
hit it
syllables than they need.
perfectly,
That's
get
what
them all
acronyms are
either
for,
horizontal or
boys.
vertical, which he did right there.
He used to do
Jailbreak the
vertical,
system,
jailbreak
and
the
now he's gonna be able to
system,
grab Neil's head.
reroute the MD5 hash into
Through the
hacking the
thing. It would be interesting
Majugalis.
if he was able
You
to
know
grab
the
Neil right
deal.
from the top there,
He
like
grabs
he
it
was
right from the
showing,
top here,
I mean,
and
he
he
yeah,
didn't
literally,
even
this is
need
the final
to
step of this
do the
Easter egg.
final
What a
step of
terrible
this
map,
Easter egg. What a terrible map, what a terrible Easter egg. Nobody remembers
You
it
put Neil
for that
in
reason.
Pap,
You put
and
Neil
he literally
in
just
Pap,
becomes the
and
entrance
he
to the
literally
boss
becomes
fight.
the entrance to the boss fight.
Genuinely crazy how it would
It's
work like
genuinely
that. So there you go.
cringy how
He's
able
gonna
I am
upgrade
to
the EBR. I
react
didn't
and look
even
at
see him
myself in the
grab it.
mirror
The EBR is
and
a wall weapon on this map, and so if
not
you
want to
do
take
have that
a, I
variant,
forgot the
oh
weapon
my
name,
gosh, does it make
but
it just easy. Yeah.
take a Kevin or
He's
whatever
gonna
and just
activate
point it at your cranium
reanimate
and
here,
boom.
which is a great
So
call considering that he's probably
it's a
going to
great
go
call
down
considering
on the
he's
Mephistopheles
probably
boss
going to
fight.
go
Like, that
down
boss fight
on
is
the Memphis
insane.
boss fight. The EBR here with this specific variant that you have to grab from inside of the game. You can't just get this regularly. It's a specific variant. You could look up the exact name. I can't remember which one. It's the only way to cheese this boss fight so fast. These rhinos without the EBR are just insanely overpronunciated.
But with this EBR,
But with this EBR,
it's a joke. Like,
it's a joke, man. Like, they won't even spawn in. Like, you get to pre-aim the exact points where they're gonna spawn in as well. Because Deadshot works a little bit differently in this, you are going to do more damage. Skulls pop up and fully ready to shoot.
Man, IW was a great game. Honestly, we just watched
IW
all
was
of
a great
IW's
game.
zombies
Honestly,
today, and
we
I
just
could not be
watched
more
all
proud.
of
I just wish
the
that
things
more
today.
of this would come out, to be honest.
Wish more of this would come out, to be honest.
It just sucks that like IW's sort of given up on this. You know, they did a lot with Modern Warfare and all of their other previous titles, like Modern Warfare 2019. But sadly, Zombies by IW
sorry, my-
has
I'm
been
sorry,
left
my
in the
fans.
wayside. And I mean, it makes sense because the people that made this don't even work at IW anymore. Lee Ross doesn't work there, and so it just makes me sad because I feel like this type of quality could easily come back from IW. And yeah, Zombies doesn't have to only be a Treyarch thing. Like, what Activision has done now is they just made Treyarch work on Zombies on all the freaking games, which is like, okay, well, so now we're going from one good Zombies game every 3 years to 3 trash games every year. And so that doesn't solve anything, but for Activision it does. So, I mean, it will until people start cluing in that the zombie modes that they're selling are absolute garbage, which I feel like is fine.
You know what, Lex? If you actually care about how bad the maps are,
not to say that
you should
Ops
pay
Cold War
devs
was
to
bad,
make a
but
good
just to
map
say
with your
that
best
Vanguard
interests in
should
mind,
not
with
have
your
even came
features
out
that
the
you would
door.
like to implement.
For real.
You fucking
And so here
dumbass.
he's even using
You don't
the
need
EBR to take out all
the Activision
of
devs,
the
alright?
freaking aliens here,
You
which
can
is
just
really
pay
smart.
some
I should've
guy,
done this for my,
and it would benefit you. You could just pay
Easter egg
some
run.
dev to implement features in
I
the
did all
zombies
these
map
maps
that
because
you want to
EBR
see.
is much more powerful than I realized.
Personally, I
So
think you can
believe
direct a
now
better
the
zombies
blue
map than
rhino will
these
be
clueless
spawning here
Treyarch devs.
any second.
And you can call it Mr.
As soon as he
T-Lex5's
is done
React
these
Hellhole.
areas,
And
he has to basically
yeah,
hold
so
down like for a minute and
what do
a
you need the
half,
devs for,
then
man? There's
go
mod
down
tools
directly
and
below where he is,
you know what I mean? What
and
do you need a
then
new
go
game
for the
for? What's
computer,
like
which will then
you're just
allow
speaking
him
nonsense.
to
So you can use a computer
redirect the laser,
to redirect the
is
laser
actually
because the
targeting right
laser
now, but
isn't
because
actually
he's in a
targeting
crate,
anyone right
it's
now
not
because
killing
it's
him.
actually a crate. It's not
And
killing
the laser
him.
will shoot out the
The
crate
laser
with
will shoot out the
rhinos, and
crate
he'll just be
with
instantly
the
able to beat
finals.
this. And so,
And I gotta
as
say,
soon as he beats this, he'll be teleported
only
back
reason-
into the arcade machine area.
the only reason why I'm coming off as spiteful is because Mr. T-Lex5
turn off all the portals here.
is
the evade card is
a
so
confirmation
useful here.
that
oh my goodness, is it
this
ever,
world's
because of the
economic
fact that you
system,
get trapped so easily
the
by these
YouTube
aliens,
system,
they are just
it selects
so
for
annoying, I
the
feel like.
least creative
So
people.
here he's grabbing ammo
Okay,
for free. Like this boss
selects
fight was
for
so hard, they literally gave you a
morons
whole ammo box
that think
for
that
free
they
in order
cannot
to do it.
just hire a
I've
dev
never
to make a
even
map.
seen that map.
Those devs will work for free
So,
and make maps. It should be
It's also
hella cheap to
crazy
make
that
a
he's
map
literally
anyway.
on this boss
You
fight.
could
I just
literally
realized on
reinvent the
round
zombies
freaking
community
two?
right now if you
Round
wanted to.
two?
That's
Like,
what's kind of crazy about
I'm
that.
telling you, you can tell
So
when
it's just
these
a disappointment,
developers put time into the Easter egg,
like
and
how
make it
the
actually
least
fun,
creative, like
or when they just want you to
sociopathic
actually
people
suffer.
are rewarded
Like,
the
they
most.
legitimately just want you to
But
suffer at this
I'm gonna
point.
quit
For
being a
real, there's
Karen.
no other way
I'm just gonna have a
around this
laugh.
right now. Like,
But
just look at your gameplay on the screen right
just
now.
look at your gameplay on the screen.
So
And so
again,
again,
he's
he's waiting for the timer to go down. I forgot that you had to turn off the portals and wait for the timer to go down because essentially this whole map's Easter egg is just turn off the security of the map. You're gonna freaking high def futuristic security cell, and you just gotta turn off the AI to let you out. Take off all the aliens. So this is freaking crazy. Is this the future of how our society's gonna be? Oh god, don't let this guy. This guy really thinks he has something interesting to say. That's funny. Because on his time split, he is 13 minutes away from beating the whole freaking Easter egg. And that includes meth. Breaking Bad. Is he really about to beat Meth the Stoffley in 10 minutes? Because there is a boss fight mode on the map on this game, and the boss fight mode allows you to practice these boss fights, which is why I think they're so efficient at them. And yeah, he's just parkouring around. He just needs to screw with the spawns. Honestly, it's a waste of time and ammo to kill them. So doesn't really matter here. And again, another time gated step. I think it's 20 seconds on the monitor that he's got here. And once the 20 seconds is up, he's going to be able to go off and go into this boss fight. Which with the EBR, going to literally last him like 20 seconds. It's looking like his last PB here was 1 hour and 26 minutes. I can't believe Lex actually was complimenting this guy on doing free labor for him.
So again,
that's insane.
6KZ, man, very impressive role.
The self-awareness, the cynicism.
Like I said, 2 people max.
Yeah, preying on this guy's downfall in Minecraft. I gotta say that for certain.
Doing these
can't let that not go unsaid. You know, I mean, perfect RNG for boss fights. It's just different, man. Seriously, man. This guy, the only thing worse than this is Zombies Pliers, where the endurance, which is around 100 on every BO3 map in 7 days. Like, that is just unhealthy, my guy. It's straight up unhealthy. Hey, Mr. Lexfi, I would like you to react to some co-op BO1 world records. Maybe you'd have some choice words to say about that, regarding health.
No way!
No way, dude. Overpronunciation?
I'm shocked.
I'm shocked.
I'm floored.
I'm floored.
Didn't even the door didn't even open. He took them.
Didn't even open any. I didn't even know he could do that.
6KZ.
6KZ. That is. I'm gonna be skipping this because this is all freaking. I'm freaking 27. Boss fight, which is leave Ross at the end of the day. It
the
is so
Easter
cool
egg
how
speedrun
Easter egg
does count this. And
speedrunning
so
community
the
lets me
fact
steal
that he's
from
gonna be
them
able to do this
like a
in
fucking
sub
parasite.
11
It is
minutes
crazy how they let me
is
do this.
insane. And it's wild to think that if he
And it's
failed the
insane.
boss fight even once right here,
And
the whole
if he
run,
failed the boss fight even
that
once right
whole
here,
hour and a
the
half of
whole
all
run,
the other Easter eggs
that
that he
whole
just
hour
did
and a half
would
of the
be
Easter eggs
meaningless.
would be
Utterly
meaningless.
meaningless.
Utterly
And so for those of you that
meaningless.
don't know Mephistopheles, this
So for
is
those of
the
you that
hardest
don't know
Easter egg boss fight
Mephistopheles,
in all of Call of Duty
this is the
Zombies.
hardest
Those
boss
fireballs
fight
can
in all of
instantly
COD
take
Zombies.
you out,
I would like
even
to
with
take the
Jug.
time to
So you
say
can
that I do
instantly
not
down by that. You
blame
always have to
the
look at him and
reactee.
be able to avoid
I
the
blame the
fireballs. You can see
reactor
here that he
1
literally
million %.
almost died.
And I
do
think
need
if
the
you
Venom X wonder weapon,
find
which you can
yourself
get
agreeing into a
upgraded. You
transaction
have to
where someone
stand in
reacts
each
to
of the
your
5 symbols
hard-earned
here,
speedrun,
and then once you are doing that,
you are
the
ignorant of
Mephistopheles
the
boss
fact that
will
you are being
shoot out
exploited.
a bunch of souls, or it'll come out of the symbol, and use the entangler
It's not
and throw the
necessarily your
souls
fault,
at him,
because I think the
which
reactor
man,
1 million
he's
%
crazy
knows
fast. Then you
the
shoot his weak
realities of the
point,
transaction.
and then he comes into
Because
the
like
middle,
Mr. Deluxe5 said in his own words,
and
he said,
literally
I really
you
like
just
that
have
this
to
guy
chill,
did free
and
labor
you
for
will
me,
spawn
and
in a
Phrase
bunch
is
of
like, well,
zombies
that's
where
capitalism, so,
you have to get rid of them.
yeah.
And then once you have done all
Yeah.
5 of the
I don't blame the
symbols,
reactor here, but I do
which
think
is
that they
very
have a
difficult
role
'cause he
in
has
saying, hey,
crazy
Lex,
attacks that like
screw
divide
you,
the map in half,
stop reacting
like
and
spawn a
destroying
bunch of
speedrunning
different
communities,
zombies.
or
It's
maybe
not
you can
easy
get a world
boss
record
fight.
yourself, but I doubt you can do that because you're a skillless hack and a
seriously
parasite.
insane. And
So it's
of course, he has the
seriously
Venom X,
insane.
the Mauler
He's
Sentinel
going to
variant, which has,
Mahler
like, these
Sentinel
vertical
variant, which has
bullet
these vertical
trajectories. You can see it by the bullets that
bullet
he's coming out with the
trajectories. You can
spray.
see with the bullet he's coming out with the spray.
So
Wow, so
also he's gonna activate evade here.
he's
You
gonna
do get all
activate
your cards
evade
back.
here.
I love the symbol
that
on the bottom right.
he
like,
is using the
Beast from
symbol
Beyond was bad,
on the
so
bottom right with the
Mephistopheles could
bottom
be good.
right.
For real, Beast from Beyond walked, so
right.
Mephistopheles could run. That is
So the
actually how I feel
Mephistopheles could
about
run.
this final Easter egg. And yeah, he sends out a meteor shower.
Craziest thing about this
And
final
then that's
Easter
phase
egg
1. And then so phase 2 now is each symbol is another phase.
is that he's
And
doing
so
a
look at
phase
that,
1.
He just hurls a
Each
freaking
symbol is
meteor
another
from the
phrase.
middle of space.
He just
Easily
hurls
one of the
another
most
meteor
cool boss fights ever.
from outer space. It
And
is easily one of the
one of the
coolest
hardest
boss
ones
fights
ever too. Like you're just
ever.
in the middle
And
of
he is
the
just
galaxy.
in the middle of a
Like,
galaxy.
Treyarch didn't do
Like,
this. I mean, they
Treyarch
did
didn't
with
do
Revelations,
this.
but like,
And with
bro,
Revelations,
the Revelations
but like,
boss fight was a
the boss
joke
fight was
compared
a
to
joke on
Mephistopheles,
Revelations
man.
compared to
Mephistopheles isn't even
Mephistopheles.
You know?
And he doesn't even
So-
Treyarch.
Just goes to
So,
show how crazy it was.
just
at
goes
the
to
time.
show-
And the way he's able to throw out these souls so fast is genuinely impressive. Because like he's just tapped his trigger perfectly to be able to do that.
Oh boy.
And so second symbol is down. And then yeah, once you shoot all the symbols, he literally loses his protection. And then you can take him out like the Raven the Redwoods boss like he saw. So it's really interesting because this boss is also an amalgamation of all of the other IW zombie bosses. And that to me is just genius. I'm sorry, like, that is seriously one of the smartest things you could ever do for a boss fight, I think. Especially something like a super Easter egg boss fight. Because I think this is quite literally the only super Easter egg boss fight ever released.
I just did a
There's
water
never
bottle
been a
speedrun and
boss-
I
a
drank
super
it in
Easter
3
egg that has given us a
seconds.
boss fight. There have been super Easter egg rewards like the Arcade
okay.
5 or the Purple Rarity in Cold War.
Purple Rarity, Cold War, but
like
nothing
man.
like
Nothing.
this
Not even close.
Nothing like this
And
man.
so I'm curious to
Nah,
see if
man.
he even downs even
Nothing
once.
like this,
because I'm gonna
man.
be honest, even a lot
Why do
of
people
the
talk
Easter
like
egg
that?
world records that I've seen, just for
I'm just hating.
Mephistopheles or even just for Beast from
From
Beyond.
the Mistopheles and Beast from
These-
Beyond, man.
these,
Come
like,
on, man. I
world
think I
record
remember.
holders, they even sometimes can down because some of the bosses they spawn
I remember
in
like a show. Someone talk
can
like that.
be just
Can be
brutal. Like I know there's a
just
phase where he
brutal.
literally spawns in right at the end. I believe he
Spawns in
the
right at the
rhinos
end.
That were the
Spawns in the
literal boss fight
rhinos, which were the
from the
literal
map
boss
that you
fight. I'm
just
like,
beat
come on,
Beast from
man.
Beyond. So
From
again, I
Beast and
remember when this boss
Beyond.
fight came out, and it took players, I think,
It
a
took
good
players,
week to
I
beat
think,
this
a
boss fight.
good
For
week
real,
to
like,
beat these
learning all
boss
the
fights.
strats and
For
stuff.
real, like learning all
It
the
took players,
strats and
I think, a
stuff.
solid
It took
week.
players
Like,
a
Smart Guy was the
solid
first
week.
person to
Like
beat this
smart,
solo, and that was a huge deal back
smart
in the day.
guy.
Because I was
That's
like,
his
bro,
name.
that is seriously
'Cause
impressive that somebody has even gone
That is
out
seriously
and beaten
impressive
this whole
that
thing
someone beat
solo
this whole
without
thing
any
solo
guides. Like they had to just
without
die,
any guides. Like they just had
rinse
to
and
die,
repeat,
rinse and
trial
repeat,
error, the
actually
whole
put in
thing.
hard
That is
work into what they
crazy.
do and the content they make.
three
crazy.
symbols are up. Also, there is a little bit of an extension of this.
So 3
meteorite
symbols are up.
arena
There's a
here.
little bit of an extension to this
reason
meteor
why
right
stay
here.
is because
That's why you
this
stay
spot
here,
is the
because
best
this
spot
spot
to
it is
essentially
the
see the
best
whole
spot to
area and
essentially
take out
see the
all
whole
of the
area
zombie spawns that he
and
throws
take
in.
out
And
all the spawns.
each wave he throws in something different.
Each
So
wave
it could be the
throws in
clowns,
something different. So
it
there
could
could be
be the
clowns,
slasher from Raven of Redwoods,
slashers from Raven
it
of
can be the
Redwoods,
ninja
it could be the
zombies from Shaolin, and so
ninjas.
honestly, like I said, this boss fight is really,
This boss fight
really
is
well done.
really,
It makes sense,
really,
like,
really,
from all
really well
aspects.
done.
It combines all of the other features. It is like the perfect conclusion for this game.
It is the perfect
And
conclusion
seriously,
for this
Is
game.
better than most games. That freaking
This game is
fireball
better
went
than most
right towards
games.
my guy.
Fireball.
Literally, some of them you can't even avoid. Like,
Some of them you can't even
that's
avoid.
the problem with this boss fight. That's what makes it so difficult.
That's
There's
the problem with this
damage
boss fight. That's the
sometimes that you
problem.
just have to
That's what makes
take.
it so difficult. You
I don't
just
think I've
damage you
ever seen
sometimes
or
have
will
to
ever
take.
see a boss fight
I don't
run
think
of
we will
this
ever see a boss fight
where
run
you don't take
where you
damage.
don't take
I
damage.
mean,
I
maybe it's
genuinely don't.
possible.
Maybe it's possible.
As
If it
of
were to
right
happen
now,
though,
I
I
don't
would
think
react to
anybody's
it
done it.
instantly,
I know somebody's
So I'm a
done like the
thief and a
Garage
parasite,
Krobi Easter egg only using the
and I deserve
melee,
the worst.
and that, I'm gonna be honest, is outright absurd. How do you even do that? How do you take out Nikolai
in
with
Minecraft.
the dragon melee only? I don't even think that's
Can't imagine doing that.
possible. Yeah, for real. So
Yeah, for real.
fourth symbol is coming up here. He does show his new
Fourth
attack
symbol
here,
is
where
going to come
literally,
up here.
if
He's
you
going to
are
show
in
his
the
new
way of that
attack.
ground
He's
slam,
going
I'm pretty sure
to
it's just
show
an
his
instant death.
ground
He has
slam.
so many instant
Pretty
death
sure it's just like an
moves that,
instant
like,
death move.
This boss fight also
This
takes
boss
a lot
fight
even from
also
Horizon
takes a
Drop,
lot
right?
even
Where,
from
like, you have
Horizon
to
Drop.
stand behind the pillars and take cover.
Where you gotta stand from
You
the
have to
pillars and
make
take
sure that you're
cover.
cycling your
You have to make
weapons
sure
and
that you're
taking out
cycling
the
your
panzers
weapons,
or, the
panzers,
bosses that IW has on this.
IW has on this.
It's kind of like
so
IW
it's kind of
and
like
the Keeper boss
IW
from
and
Horizon
the
Drac
Keeper boss
all mixed together.
fight
And I
from
think that's what makes
Horizon
this
Drock
so
all mixed together. I
special,
thought the
man.
YouTubers were
30
saying
seconds ahead of his
Horizon
previous
Draha.
PB as well. He's gonna be
Horizon
able to
Draha. I thought that's what they were saying.
floor it, man. Like, yeah, honestly.
Yeah, man.
He still has 2 phases after this.
Yeah,
he has
man.
the phase where it's his
Alright,
fifth
so
symbol
he has the
to
phase
get rid of the
where it's
protection
his
of
5th
Mephistopheles,
symbol,
and then the
and then the final damage
phase.
phase.
Look at
So
that red
look
screen
at that
right here, bro.
red
I'm
screen
telling you,
right
he's
here,
down,
bro.
bro.
I'm
That's what
telling you,
saying.
he's down. That's what I'm
This
saying.
is what I'm saying, y'all.
I
This is what I'm
know,
saying.
I know,
Luckily, though,
1%
director's cut
the knowledge that
does
this guy
keep
has.
you up.
So
He doesn't
luckily,
have up and
the
atoms,
director's
but
cut
his
does keep
reanimating
you up,
card will
but
be good
he doesn't
enough.
have up and atoms,
So
but
again,
his
I mean,
director's
that
card will
down
keep him
in
up.
and
So
of
that
itself proves
that
this
down
is beatable.
in and of itself proves
But
that
dude,
this is
I wouldn't
beatable.
even wanna
But
go for
dude,
it, bro. Like, you literally have to
he
be
actually
perfect
thinks
pretty
he would
much
go
all
for
the
it.
maps before
He actually
just to
thinks
be
that
better
he
on
would
him.
go for
Even
this.
that boss fight.
Lex, you're not good at
Insane.
video games. That's why you have to react to
Insane.
good gamers. You're
So,
fucking
yeah, I
shit.
feel like most
You're shit
zombie
at video
records now that
games.
they've been sitting
Don't even
now
talk
for
like that.
probably at least 5
Don't even
years,
talk as
except
if you're
for
gonna
Cold
go for it,
War.
bro.
Even Cold War is coming
You're
up in
dog
3,
shit.
though. I
So,
feel like
I feel
there's
like
just been
there's
so
just
much
been
time
so
now
much
to be
time
able
now
to
to be
beat
able to
all
be
of these
beaten
Easter
all
eggs.
of these Easter
And
eggs.
that's
Lex,
what's
1v1
gonna
me
make
in
all
grief,
these
bro.
speedruns almost
I'm trying to grow my
impossible to
YouTube
beat
channel.
just
1v1 me in
because
grief.
a lot of the skips
Because
have
a lot of
been
the skips
found.
have been
Not all
found.
of them, but a lot of them
A lot of them have been
And so it
found.
makes you wonder, like, how much
And a lot of them
more
have
can
been
we
found.
evolve? Like,
And what's
what
crazy is a lot of them
more,
have been found.
you know?
Can be beaten.
Just because
Just
this is already
because
just so
this is
impressive
already
in and of
just
itself.
so impressive of itself.
I don't even think an
I
hour
don't even
30
think an
sub
hour
that is
and
possible,
30
let
sub
alone
that is
sub
possible.
1
Who are you
hour
to say
and
that?
everything.
You're
Nah,
fucking
man.
random.
This
You're
is as
a
fast as
reactor.
you can go. And
You don't
so
know
here he
shit.
is. The 5 phase is done. You can see all
5
the
phase
symbols
is
are
done.
ready to
You can
go.
see
The man
is in his final damaging phase
to
to shoot the freaking symbol off of his chest, which he is doing right now, and also taking out the Mephistopheles boss, doing as much damage as he can. And the final phase,
one final attack, and if you take him out before
one
he
final
releases it,
attack, one final
it's
attack,
GG.
one
That's what
final
makes
attack
this
before he
so
releases
much
it,
fun,
and
in
it
my
is
opinion.
GG. That is what makes it
And
so
so
much fun, in my opinion.
He's just
So
layering into
he
the
is
void,
just layering into the void.
Here he is. The
Um,
final
here
attack
he is.
incoming. He
Final
is
attack,
charging it
it's
up. He's
incoming.
actually
He
at
is
the
charging it up.
outskirts of the arena, so he doesn't actually get hit by
He's
that.
charging
He
up the
doesn't have to
outskirts
stand behind
of the
pillar and
arena.
do that. Interesting. So many cool little
So
skips
many
happening
cool
with
little
this, man.
skips happening that I'm reacting
Meteorite
to
is
right
sent
now.
out.
Meteorite is sent
He's
out.
just layering
He
into
is
the
just
boy.
layering into the boy.
Ooh, another down. So if he did not pull out reanimated here, that would have been game
Ooh,
over
another
right there.
down.
And that's what I'm
Ooh,
saying,
another
bro.
down.
Sometimes it's just straight up unavoidable. There's just so much damage. He's
Sometimes it is just straight up unavoidable. So much damage. Clowns and the fireballs. Fire Twister.
Right now,
This is it. And so right now,
freaking out right
he
now
must be
because
freaking out right now because listen,
one more down, it's game
one more
over.
down, it's game
So
over.
he can't down even once.
So he
has
can't
to do
down
this
even once. He
perfectly.
has to do this perfectly.
My gosh,
My
and just avoiding the
gosh.
fireballs
And just
is
avoiding
insane.
the
So,
fireballs is insane. So yep. Final thing is to activate all of the 5 talismans that he's got up here, and this will get rid of his protection.
Doing this with the
Doing
fire
this
twister
with the fire twister
happening at the same
and the
time.
fireballs
Oh my
happening
gosh,
and the
my
fire
God,
twister. Oh my god, guys, 6KZ.
Meth has been brought to the
Here
middle.
it
This
is.
pretty
Meth
much
has been
GG.
brought
At this
to the
point, he did
middle,
the hardest part,
and
which is
I
avoid
just
all of
stole
that. I'm so shocked. And there he is,
thousands of
holding
views
right
from
trigger
this
'cause
guy's
he doesn't
accomplishment.
even
I mean,
need
being
to
here,
ADS. He knows he's
standing
got
here
this
for
in
an
the
hour and a
bag
half as a
now.
joke watching this,
GG,
I have understood how
6KZ,
hard it is on a
wow,
surface
oh,
level.
Wow. There is
It is just so
Meth
gross that
Zombie
this is allowed to happen.
taken out
Taken out on
on round
round 2,
35,
hour
46
35, 46 for every single IW Zombies Easter egg. That is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys go check out 6KZ. Now, there's no reason to check out 6KZ. I've already seen the run, so I'm going to see you in the next one.